Well,
What?
you gonna say something?
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much. I was waiting. You know, I would
Just
appreciate.
kidding.
I would have appreciated if you said that earlier. I'm not kidding. It was
I'm
a serious fact. Actually,
sorry.
it's my birthday. Thank you.
Your
so
birthday's
if I
actually 2 weeks from today, right?
Well, please don't dox me live on the stream. But yes,
Sorry?
it's going to be soon. Yes,
Sorry?
I don't appreciate that being revealed to the
I'm
general
sorry.
public. But okay, go
I'm
ahead.
very sorry. Oh shit! Now I'm
Yeah,
sad.
that's fine. Go on. Go on.
Okay, it is my birthday today. Hello, I'm 34 years old. I
Oh
am
my
old.
God.
I'm very old.
You know what though?
What?
Serious talk right now. 34 is a number. Is like is in sequence is an ascending number, right? 3, 4.
Oh yeah.
So and that's a good thing.
Yeah. It means everything's gonna be on the up.
And it indicates
Right?
growth.
Oh.
So you're April. No wait, this is May. Sorry,
May?
what the
It's
fuck?
May.
So you're May 18th. That makes you a year of the rooster, right?
Okay, I don't know. Let's see. Okay.
I was joking. I mean that
Oh.
you're
I'm a cock.
your zodiac sign.
I'm a Taurus.
You're a
Taurus, Gemini, or some shit.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
Toxic.
Yeah.
You know what? I never believed in astrology stuff until I saw that everybody hates male Geminis,
Yes.
and then I realized that it's actually the stars in the universe that's been against me this entire time. Actually,
Exactly.
So,
then you can blame things
Yep,
on that, and it's
yep.
awesome.
Easy as that, boys. Easy, and that's why they do it.
Yes.
It's another avenue. It's another avenue for women to not be accountable for their flaws.
That's
you
right.
know this.
I do know this. I am a woman.
What?
Thank you guys so much for all the happy birthday
Yes,
wishes. That's really sweet.
I was joking earlier. It is Indrid's birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Chio.
Thank
That's
you, Chio.
incredibly sweet. And Mr. Johnny Pants.
What's
with
sweet
the
that
12
they're
months.
older than you? That's
No,
not,
he sent a $10 super chat.
Oh,
It
I
says,
see.
Happy
But
birthday.
they also said that you're younger than them and that you're fine. So you're just
That's
like, thank
really
you for
sweet.
thank you for being older than me. I appreciate that.
Thank you for being older.
Thank you for being older.
You know what? It doesn't
What?
matter if I'm younger than people. You know what?
What?
We're all younger than Phil. Even those of us that are older
Well,
than Phil.
no,
we're
those
all
ones are
younger.
in a different club. Those ones are older than Phil.
No.
It's very funny.
No.
It's very
No.
funny if you are.
No,
Sorry.
no, because he acts like such a fucking boomer.
Yeah, it's
Right?
true. It's true.
Yeah,
I think the
You're not
important
older
thing
than
the
Phil.
important thing is that you're young at heart, Indrid.
that's right. That's right.
And
Absolutely fucking right.
And
My-
when you're like DSP and you act like you're 400 years old somehow.
Yeah, and we say, "What's all the hubbub?" You know,
Yeah,
we use
yeah.
all these fucking boomery words. Like you're fucked if you get to
He
that point.
he said like what is he said fuck there's an
He said
expression.
a lot the other day.
Oh yeah, but there's an expression that it's hubbub or something like that, but it's all excitement about something
Hoopla!
the hoopla. Oh, the
Yeah.
hoopla.
Hoopla.
Okay, I probably have used the word hoopla every now and then. You
Yeah.
pepper it in here and there, but like you
Yeah.
don't. He talks about it in the context of video games, and it's so funny. The
It's
contrast.
fucking crazy.
And okay, probably the funniest thing about DSP.
Thank you, Dissension.
Big ups, Dissension. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Probably the funniest thing to me about DSP is like the contrast between what he is supposed to be presenting as like a quote unquote video game streamer
Yeah.
versus what he really is as a person, right? Like you have people like XQC and PewDiePie and Tyler One, all these like gamer streamers, right? Who
Yeah.
have like a certain sort of like aggressive kind of attitude about them. They're very like modern. They're very gaming. None of these guys, even like the ones that aren't as like alpha and crazy as those, are not saying stuff like hoopla and talking about the home shopping network and walking around and discussing that they wear
Still get shit from QVC.
discussing that they wear slippers in their home
know.
because it gets too cold, right?
My house shoes, honey. I need my house shoes.
It's just so funny, the idea that DSP, I think he thinks that he's like acting as like my character is that I'm a gamer, and
But I'm also a mature adult.
and I'm also a real and honest person, and you know now he's like trying to shed that by dressing in his dress shirts, his unbuttoned short sleeve dress shirts. It's so funny.
I have a clock injured. That's pretty good. Like that. I have enough money to buy nice undershirts, guys. I went to Target and bought a $10 pack of shirts.
And so I'm showing them
for you,
off.
buddy.
Is that okay or not?
Is that, is that okay?
He actually made that argument, though. That's exactly what he said, is the guy can afford to have nice undershirts now.
I know.
So I'm showing them off, which is again, like just what
Bizarre.
it's the weirdest thing you can talk about on a stream. I
Right.
think. It's like a video game. I'm a gamer. I'm very interested in Dark Souls and AAA.
Yeah.
Like,
Why
I
show
also go to
undershirt?
TJ Maxx for my button-up shirts.
Fucking TJ Maxx is like, you can find
It's
cool
fine.
name brand
It's
stuff
fine.
there. It's fine, yeah, but don't like just why? What the fuck is this image? I don't get it. I
Yeah.
don't get
doesn't
it.
because it doesn't make sense. And he doesn't know who he is.
No.
And what he is.
Huh.
But I know what he likes, and that's poke bowl and spicy salmon
That's right.
flatbread.
That's right. You know, I
So-
never got to see that.
I didn't see.
I never
any
got
of
to see
them.
him
I haven't
eat it.
seen any of this bullshit.
I know.
Everybody
Oh,
say
we
happy
got
birthday.
unexplained possibilities.
Happy birthday to Indrid.
It's my birthday.
So we're gonna have to deal with the banner in the way. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really
Not
quiet.
done
Oh, it's
one of
muted.
these in
Muted. Yeah.
Oh,
Hang on. Hold
Okay,
up,
we're hanging
hold
on.
Yeah. Hang
Hold on.
on. Hold on.
hang on. Smallest of flexes for those spindly arms. Seriously though, anything that he can flex, he will flex.
Can't flex.
He flex
While,
fucking sucks.
Because tip everyone, welcome. What's up, everyone? Welcome.
He's not even 1 second into it, and he's already acting so weird.
Like, who puts their arm up like that? Like,
Ah.
oh.
What's up, everyone?
Woo!
Welcome to Feasting with the King. I have
Oh,
not
fuck.
done one of these in a while because
That's
typically
not
I do
true.
DS.
That's so. Wait. Oh, sorry. This is feasting with the king, not DSP tries it. Fuck. Okay.
Well, yeah,
And-
well, yeah, whatever.
And that the difference is that
Mhm.
this is a food that he doesn't normally get.
He eats these fucking things all the time.
Yeah.
though.
So I don't
Like,
understand what the difference is exactly.
I don't know.
Okay. Well.
He
Huh.
tries it, right? But the reason that this is different
Oh, here we go.
from a
Sorry.
DSP
Food
tries it
eating shows.
is because
Oh,
the food that I'm about to eat with you guys today,
Uh-huh.
I've already
Uh-huh.
had. This is a
Oh.
meal that I've actually eaten before, and I really
you've had
like the food
McDonald's so
from
many
this
times.
place.
So it's the opposite of what I said. It's actually food that he has already had, and he's just
Yeah.
telling you that he likes it by eating it again.
Yeah.
Got it.
You get to watch me eat,
Yeah,
guys.
check it out. I've ordered this before, and I really liked it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we're
I
gonna
guess
eat it
I
together.
just thought I'd try it again and just tell you what I thought.
So it wouldn't be
Make
fair
sure
to
it's
call
still
it
good.
DSP tries it when I already know that this is good food that I like. Okay? So
I like that it
what I'm
says
about to
Feasting
show
with the
you
King returns.
Yeah,
today that we're
as
about
if
to
it never
eat,
went away.
is-
He retired it.
it's going to be a combination of foods from a local
Thank you,
restaurant
Louise.
that does
Or Lewis.
Hawaiian style cuisine.
What?
This has not even been a minute into this video yet, and I can already see some of the most bizarre behavior I've ever seen out of a person. What is he doing?
I don't know. I'm gonna grab that for some AI later, though.
Look at the finger.
This
Wait, look.
frame. Oh my god, dude! The rest of him is perfectly still. Holy shit! Movie
There you go. It's
sign.
movie sign.
Wow.
Yeah,
he
happy
says,
birthday, Indrid.
Happy birthday. Hope you treat yourself today.
I hope you
You
do
know what?
too, honestly.
Oh, I'm gonna. We're getting Chinese food, and you know what? We get Chinese food, and we watch a good movie every year. This year, we're watching Dune 2.
Dune 2.
Everyone else
Rats!
gets to suffer through it. Rats.
Oh, don't say suffer. It's great. I thought Dune
I
2
know.
was pretty good.
Dune 2 is great. Thank you, movie sign. Oh.
Hawaiian style from a local restaurant
Look.
that does
Hawaiian
Hawaiian style cuisine,
is
but not
that?
I don't
Hawaiian
know.
barbecue. They
Do
do
the hands
other
represent
kinds of Hawaiian
Him
cuisine.
remembering, I guess.
I guess so.
So, for example,
Huh.
the first thing that we're gonna have
Oh
today
yeah, no, we did. My brother went and got a cake.
is a
that's
giant
beautiful. I'll-
poke bowl.
it's
which is-
like a cheesecake with like a bunch
Ooh.
of. It's got these strawberries on top. It's gorgeous. I don't
Ooh.
know. Yeah,
That's
I'll
exciting.
have to.
You get a big.
I'll have to take a
Are
picture.
you taking 34 candles? Or are we getting a little number 3-4 candle? What do you think?
I don't know if he did
Mm.
do that. I guess we'll see.
Oh, I guess we'll see.
I guess we'll
There's
see.
a lot of raw fish,
There's a
plus
lot of
other
raw
things,
fish.
toppings and
Oh,
sides
God.
and things like that. And I'm gonna show you what's in it
Oh,
and
thanks.
tell you what I think about it.
Yeah.
To be frank, I love this. It's really, really good. Okay.
He's been saying
addition
to
to
be frank
that,
and quite frankly
another thing that
so
this place
much that I
does-
want to die.
He always has, I think.
I hate it.
Are different kinds of flatbreads, and I actually ordered
Flatbreads?
a
Why?
spicy salmon flatbread, which I just
Oh.
nuked because this actually
Okay.
came a couple hours
I
ago.
nuked.
It came
What?
a couple hours ago.
Where did you get it from? Why
What?
did it come hours ago?
That part is so weird about all this to me. I can't remember I don't even know. I haven't been watching very closely at all recently. It's been very boring.
Yeah.
But like why would he order it for hours ago? I don't even know when this started. Was he late on getting it? Was he late on hitting the goal for it or something?
I was busy playing
This
games,
was
but
that
I wanted to warm this
Nightmare
up.
Marathon that fucking sucked.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, was this the Kingdom Come 2 Deliverance Marathon? No, really?
I think so. That was the most recent one, right?
I think maybe.
Yeah, because I remember that I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't get to see him eat today," because to me it's really gross, but also it's very funny.
Right.
But like I think that was that because that was the most recent one.
Okay. Well, he doesn't
Yeah.
always do it on a marathon day, though, does he? Like
What?
the cooking with the king. I mean, the feasting with Phil.
Feasting with the King. It used to be every single marathon, I thought, until DSP Tries It came back.
It's very muddy now, isn't it? It's very hard to know where we
Yes.
stand anymore. It's very difficult.
He tries to make things so structured, and in the process,
It's
it
just
just
a
fucks
mess.
it up.
It's just a complete mess, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like I have no
yeah.
idea what games he's playing. I'm not interested because he's just posted his schedule 200 times. I can't be bothered.
I don't know what's
This doesn't
happening.
have to be warmed. This does. Okay.
Okay.
So
I'm excited to show
he buttoned up this shirt, but there's no undershirt.
you this
No,
stuff
I
for the very
know.
first
This
time.
was
Would you
before
like
he
to
got
see
the
a
nice
close up?
undershirts.
Oh yeah.
So here's what the spicy salmon.
How many fucking remotes is this?
Oh my god, oh my god, 1, 2, 3. I see 5.
I see 5. 5.
Oh my god.
You know what? That's crazy.
I have
that,
2.
You know what's crazy? That's just like in Connecticut.
Yes.
On his living room tables, he had like fucking 10 or 12 remotes for various things. He just does this. He wants to be like a little like, chair commander sitting at his lazy boy, turning on and off his air conditioner and his TV and his sound system.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh god.
It is so crazy because like 70 years. It's weird how he's like a guy from like 70 years ago, not 70 years ago, but from the 70s, like transported to now and is just adapted perfectly to modern culture.
Yes.
It's very strange.
That's exactly what it's like. And I see Chad St. John said that body hair counts as an undershirt.
Oh, true. Yeah, it keeps the distance from the skin in the shirt, right? It's a little buffer.
Right.
See,
but the only thing is
salmon
the grease
flatbread
travels
looks
up
like
the body
close up.
hair.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's about plate sized.
About
So what do
plate
you got on?
sized.
You got
Okay.
some cooked spicy salmon. It's seasoned.
okay.
It actually has a nice kick to it.
Oh,
You
good.
got some green
How
onions.
do you know that? You haven't
got
eaten it
some
yet.
corn.
Corn.
And I believe there's some sweet onion on there too. I think there may be some cilantro, not sure.
Nope.
And there's some kind of like a
That's
no,
not
I'm-
cilantro. That's onion.
That's onions. I'm not seeing any cilantro there whatsoever, actually.
Why would
Phil.
there be cilantro on it?
I don't know. I don't think that's a thing in sushi, but okay.
It's not. This pizza does not look great.
It
I'm
does
gonna
not
agree
look
with
great.
that.
I'm
It's just
not. I would pass on this, honestly. I would not.
I'm not
eating this.
Nah, I'm not
And
hungry.
It's 2 hours old, and he nuked
Right.
it.
And microwaved, yeah.
teriyaki sauce, but it's not really. It's like a different. It's an interesting flavored sauce.
It's
Okay,
an
What
interesting
is it?
flavored sauce.
it goes really good together,
Is it
and it
is it
tastes
eel
great. I'm gonna
sauce
go
or
ahead and
something
have
like that?
some
maybe
because I'm
seafood
starving.
chipotle? Oh.
Uh,
It is served on a flat bread.
a
Thank you,
flat
Carter.
Now,
bread.
Bonnet?
normally, this would be a lot more crispy, but it was in the fridge, and then I just nuked it, so it's actually kind of soggy because
Stop
I nuked it.
saying nuked
Normally,
it.
it would
Stop
be easy
saying
to pick
it.
up and just you'd actually bite into it. It would have like a
But I
crispiness
nuked
to it.
Crispiness.
So I ruined this meal.
Yep. Ruined
Mm.
it completely. Devour.
good.
Devour. Thank you,
This-
Desk Carrot.
This one is really
Mm.
gross.
It's nasty.
Like I don't like the
So
look
the
of this
salmon
at all.
has a spiciness and a smokiness to it. Very tasty.
Why does
And then you
everything
get
have to
sweetness,
have
savoriness. You get all these
anus
different
Yeah,
at the
flavors
end.
in each
well,
bite.
think about that.
It's
What-
very
what word
good.
does that rhyme with?
a anus?
Penis.
Oh, penis. You're right. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you guys so much.
It's got a crisp penis.
And
got a
thankfully,
crunch penis?
they call it a
Oh my
flatbread,
God,
not a
you're
pizza.
right.
Think
Because so many places try to
He's- 'cause
fake it.
he's
Oh, it's
gay.
pizza. It's
He's
not
gay.
pizza. It's a
Gay.
round flatbread, okay?
Ugh, the
You can-
finger foods are the
Mm.
worst.
Yeah, watching his like little gouty nubs touch food.
His teeth like slice
Delicious.
through the delicious
Delicious.
green penis. No, that's
Green
terrible.
penis.
Lester, thanks for the $2
Wait,
super
maybe
chat.
a handful.
I'll
for
be
the
having
road.
some White Claws
Oh, what
after
luck.
my meal.
There's a French
You don't
fry in
have
my
to pay
beard.
for it. I'm just going to drink them,
Exquisite.
okay?
We are live. Hello. No,
There
well,
you
this is from weeks ago, but we never got to see it.
Yeah,
So I love it.
just reviewing the old tapes.
Yep. We're going back in
The
time.
salmon really is spicy. It's like, ooh,
Ooh.
it's got a big kick on your tongue, but the sauce is very sweet,
Very sweet.
and the other ingredients all like complement it. It's a very good
just pound
flatbread.
White Claws every
Okay, I'm gonna
stream
have
now.
one
I
more
kind
piece,
of
and then
agree
we're
with
gonna
that.
go to the
Yeah.
Poke Bowl.
He was going
Poke Bowl has a
nuts
lot
on the
in
White
it to show you.
Claws.
He was, yeah. Did you see where he blindfolded his stupid self that stream?
I did, yeah.
Oh my.
And
Oh yeah, we were watching a little bit. No, wait. We saw the beginning of that.
I think we,
Okay.
yeah, that's right. That was on,
Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday.
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 Yummy.
Thursday. Dude, I love that now he got the new mic. The filters are all gone. So
Yeah.
now we get the full extent of the tism. Lip smacks, all of it.
I can't remember if they put any cheese on this. I don't
Thank
think
you,
so.
Nocturnal.
Crunching
I don't
right
think this
into
one
the
has
mic.
cheese. I think there's a teriyaki
Yeah.
chicken that they do put cheese on.
Oh my
But I
god,
don't
thank
think
you,
there's
Over
cheese
10.
on this one. I could be wrong.
And
But if there
Comrade
is
Jasper.
cheese, there's not a lot.
Big
It's a very
update,
little
Claude.
bit, a little bit of cheese.
Thank you, Ty Lee. You guys are very nice. I love it. I love nice people. Shut up. Don't laugh.
I'm not, I would never do that.
Oh, no, never.
Lester says hot dogs or hamburgers.
It is. Big up,
You can only
Sheldon.
choose one.
Okay.
Are we talking like top of the line?
No.
Like the best gourmet hot dog?
It has to be
versus
the
best
most gourmet hot dog or hamburger for me to decide between them. I can't just have
Mhm.
any other decision.
gourmet
So
hamburger
top of
ever?
the line hot dog for him is like Sonic. Hot dog. Oh my god, crunch.
Are we just talking like day-to-day
Thank
stuff?
you, Dave. We're only nice people when we're only nice when people deserve it. Yeah, you know what? I think that's a good way to live. Yeah. It's very safe.
Chase, I
Ingrid,
don't really like beer. Here's
12
why.
months. Big ups.
Beer just bloats me. Like,
Ugh.
I will get a buzz after drinking a beer or two, but
Don't say that.
Beer just bloats me, and
Bloats me.
I really wish he would just like finish chewing what he's having in his mouth before he'd start talking.
I
please.
know.
Beer
It's
just
not
bloats
that
me.
hard.
like, I will get a buzz after drinking a beer or two, but like,
You're not at like a family function
there's
where no one
usually so
cares
many
what you're
calories
doing.
in beer, and
Swallow
it really
your
just
food.
makes me feel like big and bloated. I don't like that when I'm drinking.
I am
I just want
a
to get a
When
buzz.
I'm
I don't
drinking,
want
I
to
don't like
feel
that.
like I just imbibed 1,000 calories.
imbibed
So
I don't like
1,000. Who says it
Okay,
like that?
this is that exact thing from the movie
Nibbity.
Idiocracy, where
Yeah.
people just use the word like utilize when they mean use. Like,
Yes.
just say drink.
Yeah.
You don't have
Yeah.
to sound like act like you sound like a fucking scientist.
Imbibe,
imbibe all these
consume.
calories. Whoa.
Whoa, Fish Tank Enjoyer, 7 months.
Big
Indrid's
ups.
birthday bash.
Yeah.
Now,
Thanks, Fish Tank Enjoyer.
this is the Poke Bowl. I made it myself.
Okay.
Okay, what did I get in
What?
here? I'm gonna show you.
You didn't make it yourself. You chose what they put in there.
That's so weird. That's such like a.
Hold on, let me do it sitting down so I don't make a big mess.
Yeah.
That's just what I want.
I love the idea that like he's probably like flung like a whole dish of food across the room trying to
Yeah.
open it. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Just trying to pop it open and it just goes against the wall. Look at that fucking face, dude. It reminds me of that stupid face Nikocado Avocado used to make.
yeah. I think that's where
Yeah.
he's getting some of his inspiration from. Like he's just
Has to be.
doing as grotesque as possible as much as he can.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me do it sitting down so I don't make a big mess. That's just
Please
what I
make
want
a
to do.
big
Spill
mess.
this all over my floor, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that might take 10
Okay.
minutes to clean.
Whoa.
So,
Well, that being said, Raid.
Big ups.
Woohoo.
Thank you very
imitation
much.
crab,
Welcome.
Ups.
very popular in
Everybody
Pokemon.
say happy
We love you
birthday,
guys.
Indrid.
Happy birthday,
A
Indrid.
combination of
Why is it so pink?
spicy tuna,
It's like pink,
spicy
right?
salmon, and
guess.
ahi tuna.
I think the light.
I see
Okay.
that.
Doing
No, you
that.
see little
With all
streaks
kinds
of
of
sauce
toppings. Like,
that
what
is
did I put
on
into the,
green
the
onion,
rice.
cilantro,
Thank
no
you,
I think
cilantro.
Julian.
corn,
No cilantro.
You just
Julian
made
said
that
happy
up.
Sesame
birthday,
seeds.
bitch,
What
which
else
I
did I
love.
put on there?
Yeah.
Shoot, I put a lot
Happy
on
birthday,
there.
bitch.
I know I
Happy
put a
birthday,
chili
bitch.
powder on top.
Thanks, guys.
for,
oh my god.
For the sauces, there's a spicy house sauce that they put on and a sweet chili sauce.
Spicy
I was
house.
So
like,
this
what's
is
a
gonna be
spicy
spicy.
house?
I love
It's gonna be
Spicy
very
House.
fishy,
It's my
but it's
favorite
gonna be very
college
spicy.
campus.
Yeah.
Then I also got some of the pickled ginger because you always want that to like break up the flavors in your mouth.
Yeah.
And
okay.
of course,
Dude,
they give you a
that's
side of
actually a
rice. So to
palate
show you this up
cleanser.
close,
Palette cleanser.
Yeah. Not a pickle.
on the
I don't
left-hand side
wanna
is your
I mean, it doesn't
imitation
look as bad as
crab.
the
In the
pizza.
center is
No, but like still, again, it's like 2 hours old, right? Like,
Oh boy.
I don't know. It just doesn't
know.
seem. I don't want to
Why-
see. I don't need this close up of it. Really, I don't.
I don't. Okay.
Your
I
mix
don't
of
know how to say this. But big ups. Manga. It says gratis pa. Here we go. Gratis pa.
Fo-
Photo Sedagan.
Yeah,
Indrid. Thank you.
that was
I'm
pretty good.
assuming that.
That was pretty good.
Thank you. Photo Sedagan.
Happy photos today again.
Happy Photo Sedagan. Is that Swedish? Oh, I love it. I love it. And then Rita Ryan, happy 54th birthday, Indrid. Thank you so
Wow.
much. It's a great year. 54 is the new 34. So
Yeah,
that's pretty
remember,
cool.
you're young at heart, right?
Exactly. And Shiny Teeth with the song that we all love. Rats, rats, we are the rats. Hummin' birthday bash.
Celebrate another with a birthday bash.
Yeah, that's exactly. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Reverend Tillywake.
Thank you for even telling me Stu's birthday too.
It's not.
Yeah.
all the raw
could be.
fish that you
Could
selected.
be, but I
Yeah.
choose
And on
not
the
to.
right is the
All
rice.
Happy
right.
birthday, Indrid.
I did not
From
add
everybody
spicy
here.
mayo because the
Thank
spicy
you.
house sauce actually is
Yeah,
pretty
I'm officially
spicy.
34.
And like I said, I also got the spicy tuna and the spicy salmon. So between all of that, that's a lot of spice. I didn't want to keep
Can you just
adding
put
more
it down
and more.
and stop like
But
wobbling it?
to tell you
on the
guys now,
camera?
I'm
No.
not a big
No.
raw food person. I
What?
love this. Like this legit is a delicious meal.
I don't-
And it's very, very heavy.
Okay.
Yes, this is Hawaiian food. Poke
Okay.
bowls
Does it have a lot
are
of heft?
Hawaiian.
I thought he was
If you
going to
didn't
say
know.
like healthy or something. But
Yeah.
you went with
Yeah.
heavy. This is going
Wow.
to keep me fed for a very long time. I won't have
Yeah,
to order
does it-
again for another few hours.
Poke bowls originated
When
in
cat
Hawaii.
inevitably gets
So
hungry.
they're-
Yeah, this was that. Wait, what?
I thought poke bowls were.
Did he say?
I thought they were a Korean thing. Am I wrong?
What
Am I
the
wrong about
fuck,
that?
Kevin?
Are Hawaiian, if you didn't know.
Oh my lord, Jesus Christ!
Oh my God.
That's
You
very-
have outdone yourself, and it is completely unnecessary. But
You went
very
above and
appreciated.
beyond.
Above and beyond. Thank you so much, Kevin. Happy birthday, Indrid. This birthday style positivity is for Steam games to make your convalescence just a little less taxing.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
you're.
Oh my God.
As we all know, Indrid is going under the knife soon.
That's right, Wednesday.
for her surgery, for her
Mhm.
ACL.
I'm getting an RGB one put in.
Yeah, and it's kind of coming from a cadaver too. So,
No, it's not. No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's coming from my own hamstring.
ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Where's
doing
the
a
hamstring?
autograph.
Where's the
It's
hamstring?
in. Well, okay. Apparently, the hamstring goes from the back of your leg, and it like sort of wraps around to the front of your calf, like the shin.
Okay.
And they're gonna be taking it from like the shinal
Oh,
area.
the shinal area. Yes. So you're getting a
Yeah.
shinal hamstring replacement therapy, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I know that we've got like Detractor Room on Thursday. I'm gonna try and be there. We're gonna have painkiller
From
in
the
it. Should
from
be
the
fun.
hospital.
Yeah. No, I get to go home that day.
Whoa, that's cool.
I know,
I
I
think
know.
I'm gonna still put you in like a hospital. Like what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make the ambiance of a hospital for you. For
I
your
love
audio.
like dressing up like my avatar.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love it.
Poke bowls originated in
Thank you for
Hawaii.
the 18 months,
So there you
Kevin.
go.
Damn.
Thank you so much.
We miss your edits, by the way.
Hamstrings
Let's chow
connected to
down.
the shin guard.
What's imitation
That's right.
crab?
Yes, we do
Imitation
miss your
crab
edits,
is what
Kevin.
you see here. It
Yeah.
tries to simulate
And big up
the
to you,
flavor and
11 months.
texture of crab meat, but it's actually white fish.
No. Oh,
That's been
pause. Sorry.
processed.
Uh-oh.
So, I saw that Invisible Mute said it'll take like 3 months to recover, mostly. But what's weird about ACL recovery is it takes almost a year, and I found out why. I'm like, what the fuck? It's because with like this specific way that they're doing it, the hamstring basically has to turn into a ligament. And then that's due to like they have to like because it restricts the blood flow and it doesn't get as much and it like hardens into a ligament, which is fucking crazy.
That sounds made up. Like they're just expecting it to
not.
turn into something else. How's that gonna
I
work?
promise it's real.
All right.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be just easier just to get a robot one or an elastic one or something?
Right? Just put a rubber band.
Yeah,
in
why
my
don't you
leg,
get cyber? Why don't you get cyber legs or
please.
something?
I want one so bad.
Cyber knee.
Swaggy said the tractor beam gives me the feeling of opening your birthday present surrounded by people who care about you. Happy birthday to the tiny tattooed lady who may be small in stature, but makes up for it with a big heart.
Aw.
May Cobra surprise you today. Oh, thank
Ooh,
you, Swaggy.
that sounds very ominous. I don't know if I
I-
like the sound of that. Go on.
A Cobra surprise sounds really dangerous and smelly.
Yeah.
Old
But
to
yeah.
look like
Happy
crab,
birthday,
dyed
Indrid.
to look like crab, and has artificial
Thanks.
flavors added to taste like crab. So it's kind of the poor man's
Could
crab.
Indrid get
If
tank
this were
credits?
3 giant
What
clumps
is
of real
that?
This is the
crab,
poor
crab,
man's
this would
crab.
increase by about $35 of cost.
Oh my god,
So,
Iwamoto.
yeah.
Iwamoto. Jesus.
Okay.
Spend it all in one place on Steam.
All
Let's
right.
hope you
That's
make
where
the
we'll
money.
be
Let's
going
just say goodbye
anyway.
to the-
So
That's where it will be
imitation
going.
crab.
no
You wanna see
instructions
it?
needed.
Thanks, guys. Holy shit.
That's what it looks like. Spongy.
Another Mayburst. Yeah.
Spongy.
Go for it.
Spongy? It's just crab.
So he's just taking a big mouthful of
Mm.
crab there, huh? Okay.
Mm.
It's sweet.
Okay.
It's spongy. And it has just a little bit of fishy flavor. If
Oh,
this were real
good.
crab,
Spongy.
it would have
I've
way more
never
fishy flavor.
Felt so unappetizing.
Okay.
If
But it-
spongy is not something that I would want someone to describe my
No.
food as spongy.
It's
not
not
real
crab's not supposed
So
to be
it's just
spongy.
Tiny bit of fishy flavor.
That's
Okay.
like fishy flavor.
Fishy style
There
flavor.
you go. Fake
There you go.
memberships,
Style
fake tips,
flavor.
fake crab. There you go. The trifecta for today's stream. Perfect. By the way,
Very
wondering why my chair is neon
flavorful,
orange, or
spongeful,
excuse me,
and
neon
tangeful.
green is because I was using the green screen effect, and I'm going to continue to play more games after this meal.
Oh.
So I'm also going to take it off and take it on again.
Oh.
right.
Is he
Yeah.
describing
Continuing
cat?
on.
Aw,
Very spongy.
very
So,
spongy.
All the fish
There's
is
one
mixed
spot
together.
here. Hold
There's
on.
no way I'm going
Yeah.
to be able to discern between it because it's the 2 kinds of tuna and the salmon all mixed. But let's go ahead.
But
What?
my mom.
So just forking it in there.
my mom.
I can
hates
see
when
that's
he does
definitely a piece of
that.
tuna
But
by the
But
color.
when he doesn't pronounce
I
the
got all
last
kinds of
consonant
stuff. I got
in his words.
cilantro. I got
Yes.
corn,
Sweet meat.
it's not
multiple
cilantro.
sauces,
Fruit fly.
toppings. Here we go.
Fly, sweet meat.
Sweet meat.
Sweet meat. And I know it does. It does
Mm.
seem like sad TV dinner style.
First bite is super good.
Okay. Mm.
Oh, Cyrax. No, listen. Cyrax says, I lived in Hawaii for 3 years. This is not authentic. I didn't say it was
Oh,
authentic.
that's what I was gonna look
This
up.
is Americanized, okay? Americanized
did
version.
Poke
I'm sure that the
Bowls
original is probably very
originate?
different, but this is what they
Oh
sell
yeah,
in America
Hawaii.
Oh.
He's not wrong.
I thought it
as
was
poke
Korean.
bowls.
I thought that was Korean.
Okay,
I did too.
Because I've only ever heard it in the context of Korean food.
Yeah. Me too. What the fuck?
oh, that's what that is. I got the crispy onions. I never got those before.
Hawaii
Oh, they're good.
technically is American, but it's very different there.
Yeah,
The crispy
culturally-
onions are legit
culturally,
tasty.
It's quite
Wow, I like
different,
that.
Right? I would.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
Oh,
those more
big
often.
time.
Man. I like that breaded crispy onion.
Okay. Okay.
Ow.
Okay. Thank you, Planet Janet.
Yeah, Polynesian food.
And
Mm.
it's
So
solid.
here-
Sorry if I missed
those who
anybody.
don't eat
I
raw
appreciate
fish-
it so much.
That's tuna.
That's tuna.
That is a
That's-
cube of raw tuna.
A
Okay,
what? It's a what of raw tuna?
Cube.
that is a cube
Cube.
Cube.
raw tuna.
I-
Okay, It should be
It sounds like
firm.
it takes so much effort
It
to
should
speak the way he
have-
does.
Yeah.
actual
And it's
little bit of
in the
resistance
service
when
of
you
being
bite into it.
smug.
If you
Yeah.
get tuna, you bite into it, it's like mush. It's old. That's how you know
What?
it's. Look, it's maintaining
How do you
a
know
cube
everything?
shape.
What?
Put it in your mouth.
I have never had a tuna that just disintegrated on the fork
No.
like that. So I don't think I'm ever gonna experience that, Philip.
No.
Don't worry.
Yes, Desk Carrot.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going
how
to
you know
order
it's crap.
everything possible from DoorDash today.
Because I've had poke bowls.
Pokeballs?
Where you gonna eat it,
That's okay, you
and
don't
it's
say that like Pokemon. Okay, I've had
You
a
said
poke.
Pokeballs?
He said Pokeballs.
Because I've had poke bowls.
Just say
Don't say-
Pokeball.
Don't say it like the video game, Phil. That's like
No.
you got to be really, really specific with just this in particular. Okay, Pokeballs.
Where you go to eat it,
That's wrong.
and
Thanks,
it's
Ghost
like
Hunter.
mush. That's not fresh at all. It's raw.
Okay.
This is raw, seasoned tuna. So the ahi tuna will have a seasoning on it, and then I got the spicy tuna. That one has
Oh,
spicy
yes.
sauce.
The food will be seasoned.
There's also salmon in
Ingrid.
here.
Yeah. Oh, really?
But the
Yes.
salmon
No way.
isn't
I got 'em
cubed.
from the
The salmon
restaurant.
they just cut into
Oh
like
my God.
slices. So it's kind of mixed in with
Is
the
this
other.
from that fucking
fish?
Hawaiian place that he loves so much?
I think he's trying to avoid saying that, but I would guess yes. I bet it's
Yeah.
from Bahama Breeze.
Okay. Yeah. Bahama Breeze. That's it.
Mm.
Mm.
A little bit of the rice here,
It is. Okay.
the white rice to break it up.
Oh, look at me
Oh?
frying this like rice.
Oh man, Ava Cowboy fan. I haven't had a Milano cookie
Oh,
from
God.
Pepperidge Farm in like 20 years. I couldn't remember the
Why
last
is
time I had
Ava
one.
Cowboy fan asking you about fucking Milano cookies?
A man's got to know. I mean,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
this is what the real fans want to know.
Olivgian says, for someone
Uh-huh.
who hates seafood in general, this looks completely unappetizing. Well, let me
Yep.
put it
Nice.
this way.
I
Thanks.
thought I was gonna go a different
For a
way.
very
Me
long
too.
time, okay, I didn't think I liked seafood. I thought that shellfish was like bugs.
Put that in your mouth and then
and I
continue
thought that
talking.
eating raw
Do it.
fish would be disgusting. Then I started trying different things. First, when I tried the first kind of sushi I ever ate was cooked. It had that like the cooked tempura shrimp, cooked crab, and it actually tasted pretty good. I was like,
whoa,
it's not bad. So then I started to be more adventurous. Let me try eel. That's raw.
Whoa.
Let me try crab. That's
Dude,
raw.
like,
Let me try
like he's
salmon.
fucking just the first person in the world to discover sushi.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
He's talking like he's talking to his grandparents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like his grandparents who are from like the deep Appalachian, redneck country. And like they just like have literally never even encountered civilization or anything like that. Like y'all eating raw fish, huh?
Raw, huh?
What? That's you're eating ale, and like he's just trying to like impress all the. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like
Shellfish is bugs.
It's kind of like he went back in time. He thinks he's trying to like impress all the people who wouldn't have any idea what he's talking about, and he's like, "Well, I went to this foreign nation and I became more adventurous, and I tried raw eel."
Crab that was raw.
Imitation, just like this food.
Imitation raw crab.
Imitation raw crab, and these like all the pilgrims and stuff are like, oh, okay,
that
cool,
sounds terrible.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Right.
all right.
Yeah. Big up Vike said happy day of birth, Dendrid. Cats don't wear party hats, by the way. Fake cat.
No.
I'm not gonna agree with that at all.
I agree with either
say
of those
he can wear a
things.
hat. No.
Yeah.
And I see that we were asked when was the last time we had a Milano cookie. I think mine was. I got a
don't
little
even know what a
package of it,
Milano-
like 6.
I don't know what a Milano cookie is. What's that?
I will show you. They are delicious. I had one like 6 months ago because I got a little pack for myself. Hold on, Milano cookies.
Okay, well, you find that. We'll watch this.
And tuna. And I started to like all of it. So it's kind of like a gateway. You got to get your foot in the door. Once you get your foot in the door, you start to try other things, and you start to like it.
Get your foot out of my door.
It's definitely an acquired taste. If you never ate it and you just ate it for the first time, you might be like, oh, but
okay.
I like
just
it.
be like,
I think now.
What?
Acquired taste. If you never ate it and you just ate it for the first time, you might be like, oh, but
Okay, so like like vanilla cookies with chocolate in the middle. Yeah, okay.
They're good.
I like
Thank you,
it.
Phil
I think
Burnell,
now
the
I've grown to
F-slur.
really like it.
Whoa.
He's in our chat now.
Not raw. I just said raw crab. I didn't mean to say that.
But you did.
Not raw crab.
Maybe
You always
think
cook the
before
crab.
you speak.
You always cook crab.
What? Wait, why?
Like
Happy
you
vaginal
wouldn't eat
exit day.
raw
Thank
shrimp.
you, Gabby
You
Guru.
wouldn't eat the
Thank you very
shellfish
much.
raw, but you can eat this kind of fish raw.
I've survived.
Cyrax
for
is in
34
Hawaii.
years.
It's fresher.
Crazy.
There's more fish, and it's way cheaper. They don't put a bunch of cheap junk in it. Well, that's the thing here. That's the idea, is you customize your bowl, and they put mix-ins, but that's how they lower the food cost. If this entire thing was fish, this would be incredibly expensive, right?
Right.
I'm actually. I was a C-section baby too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Jade, good to have you. I'm glad you're feeling better.
What's up, Jade?
All right.
What's up, Jade?
So
Look
more
away,
of the
Jade.
imitation crab.
Yum. Entire mouthfuls of imitation crab.
Ew, ew.
Mm.
I
He's-
love when it's
I like
outside
it.
your mouth and you have to use your tongue to get it in.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean,
He's
obviously, I would prefer real crab, but I'm not going to spend
He's what?
insane amounts of money.
He's doing the
So the
thing
imitation
where
crab is not
he
bad.
just eats like one ingredient at a time, right? Like a mouthful
Yeah.
of crab, a mouthful
Jonathan
of rice, a
wants us to
mouthful
do
of
A retrospective
tuna.
event. We haven't
Yeah.
done one in a long time. Last year, I was
C-section
doing the
baby,
retro
rise up.
replay streams. Excuse me.
I don't
The
know.
retro
Big
react
guy.
streams on my DSP throwback channel, but we haven't done one of those since December. And we certainly haven't done a formal react event in a long time to anything retrospective. So, Jimmy Jam, how are you? Good to see you.
Big ups Jimmy Jam.
Swaggy was supposed to do a happy birthday too. So happy birthday, Snood. Also, may
Oh,
it be
thank
filled
you very
with goth
much.
girls galore.
Okay.
I may
Yummy.
have to train even harder to carry Snood around after that party. Also, I will carry Indrid after her surgery on her own Nimbus model. Big ups to the Beamie babies.
Thank you very much, Swaggy.
Yeah.
Thank you kindly.
Archmage, I hate to tell you this, but
Sweet.
even fresh crab, when it's available, is not cheap. It's
Exactly.
usually very expensive. Because he's like, if you live in Seattle, why are they not using real crab? This would be, I'm not even kidding you.
I mean, for
This
real,
amount of
though.
crab, this an imitation crab, this bowl would have been $45.
I don't know if that's true.
Well,
You know?
Is that true?
it probably
crab
was
is
close
very
to $45 anyway because he DoorDashed it from this Bahama
Oh.
Breeze place. So you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
it was probably a bunch of money anyway. So like I don't know. Who's getting like real crab like in their
Seriously.
fucking poke bowl delivery order? I don't know, not me.
Yeah.
Maybe
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Go on.
cut you off.
Go on.
Jordan Fadeaway said, "Looks like Phil will react to the RTU tattoo." Did you see that? By the way,
I did see that. He kind of pussied out a little bit, didn't he? He got it on his arm instead of on his butt cheek like he said he would. Yeah, kind of a scam.
Scammed. I'm trying to find the tweet, but I'll send it to you when I find it.
Sure.
Yeah.
It is. If you go to
It's
a
definitely
restaurant out there,
real.
you get fresh crab
It's
cakes.
real,
I'm
yeah,
not kidding.
but it's
Two
just
like you're
giant
supposed to
crab
get on his
cakes
butt.
would be like
I know.
$45. That's how expensive
Dick.
crab
Yeah,
is.
true. He's also acting like real
There's no
crab
such
is
thing
like
as
this
cheap
rare
crab.
thing that nobody has access to.
Right? Oh, found it. Here. Get a picture of it.
Yes, I still drink the Hawaiian coffee.
Okay.
I love it.
That was like
All right,
really
look at all this. Look at this pile of fish. Just pure fork full of fish.
Fork full of fish. Mm. Stop nodding, please.
Yummy.
No way, that tattoo is 3,000.
So good. Spicy. I like the
2,000, sorry.
spiciness.
I think maximum, depending on how big it is, it could have gone up to the 800s, but there's no color in it.
Yeah.
I've never
hold on
had
a second, I'm
Peking
bringing
duck.
it
No,
up.
I have not.
Okay.
I don't know how you could.
It's something I would like to try
spend
someday.
That much on this tattoo.
No.
Peking duck.
Peking
But I've
duck.
never had it.
It's Peking.
It's Peking duck, actually.
Oh, Peking. Okay.
Pecking peanuts.
Peking peanuts. Yep. Peking duck. Yeah, here it is. I do believe this is absolutely real because I mean
yeah,
just
Capybara
Well, yeah, it
Obama
looks
says,
real.
man,
It looks like shit. Also,
it's the face is actually done a lot better than I thought it would be.
I don't know about that. Like,
I'm not calling it good. It's just like it's passable, But I mean, with the swelling and like the way that the way that tattoos look in general after you get up, this is real. But this is RTU's Phil tattoo. No, yeah, exactly. Nutsack. It was probably between $500 and $600, depending on how big it was.
yeah,
the artist
that's
you went to.
$2K? No way.
$2,000 is absurd for something like this, and if he paid that, he's a mark.
Do you like that Phil has a septum piercing?
Yeah, I noticed that it does look like a septum ring.
I don't like this. I think this he with the pixel style, he should have got Phil in a pixel style or something. It looks like it was like photoshopped on. Bad.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
I don't like
It's not great. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Nope.
that other idea you had for a marathon,
If someone
the
talked him into paying
Closet
$2,000, he got
Festival would have been
scammed.
better than Viewer's Choice today. Hey, I was down for doing it, and people voted for this. They
Even
wanted
if it was
this.
free, it'd be
you know?
stupid. Yes, sir.
You know what? There's a piece of ginger.
You'd have to pay me $2K
If you
to
never
be
had
around
raw
him.
ginger,
Yep.
man, is it
Well,
wild. It's so strong.
Oh, maybe that was the thing. Maybe RTU's presence there was just so
Yeah.
abhorrent that the guy was like, "That's going to cost me $2,000 to
Yeah,
spend
dude.
2 hours with you."
A complete
Yeah, this is gonna be rough.
palate cleanser. You're like, boom.
Palate cleanser.
With the spice of the ginger. Like, woo.
Vanguard said,
That'll clear out
OMG,
your
why?
sinuses,
What the
baby.
fuck, Rich? Ugh.
Holy moly. All right.
Because he's an idiot.
By the way, some
Good
contributions
troll
have
in the
come in, and
chat
I will
named
shout them
Skyheart.
out.
And no, I don't
Please
think
let
we
me
are
enjoy
too
my
harsh
meal.
on this guy, Skyheart. Okay, I think we're being just fair to him,
Yeah.
as as he would be to us. Okay, and I
Right.
think you can stand to do a little self reflection on how you treat people.
I
So.
think I think he's right. Yeah,
Yummy.
you should.
Honestly.
You should
Okay.
reflect.
We all should
Inward.
reflect. Honestly, we all should. From
We
time
should.
To time, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Be even harsher. I agree.
I don't think I'll finish this, only because I'm probably going to have some more of the flatbread, too.
I know he
But
eats
man, this is a
so
lot of food.
slow.
ow.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Are you
Okay.
counting? You counting the dead air?
No, it's counting how many times he chewed.
Ugh.
What did Kat get? She got a different variation of the poke ball.
Okay.
I don't know exactly
Okay,
what
ball.
she
You
got.
mean the Pokeball?
Pokeball.
This place also puts avocado and stuff in. I think she likes avocado, so she probably got avocado in it. She usually does.
Stop saying
Yeah,
avocado.
I think she got an avocado
God.
in it.
Avocado. She likes avocado. So she probably got avocado because she likes it. So she probably put avocado in the avocado Pokeball. Fuck.
Okay. Well,
Well,
Well. Deposit makers, to keep in mind, Rich's
Let's do
arm
some
is bigger
shout-outs. We've
canvas for
got
most arms. The artist probably needs more
Magalore
ink than average to
did a
cover the
$2 super chat saying I have
arm.
limited
Oh, that's a good point.
articulation
Maybe you're
skills.
thinking about like the proportions of like a normal person, right? So
Right.
when you scale that up to Rich, maybe it's like that could be like a 2.5 foot by 2.5 foot tattoo for all you know. Right.
Yeah, like my Dishonored one, that was 200, but I also
You're very
a
tiny
small
though.
area.
You're very tiny, so
Yeah.
that's 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches.
Yeah.
Scale that up to like a
Yeah.
feet. Like that's a lot more.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
Be a
I'm glad
fat
to hear
cat.
that you think that I
15
don't know how to
months.
articulate things. Thank you for the insult, but more importantly,
Wait,
thank you
go
for your
back?
money.
What?
Magalore did a $2 super chat saying I have limited articulation skills. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that you think
He
that I
does,
don't know how to
though.
articulate things. Thank you for the insult, but more importantly, thank you for your money.
Awesome.
Okay.
Very cool. Arr.
Arr. And a big ups,
Rad
manga.
Roberts did a
For
$2
1
super
month.
chat.
Oh
You
my god.
recommend a good lifestyle
ups.
brand. I don't even know what that
Show
means.
me
What the hell's a
me to-
lifestyle brand?
It's exactly what it sounds like,
I don't know what that
stupid.
means. And then Dan did a $2 super chat. I wish you were
Is it
eating me.
Mangler?
That's
Is it
absolutely
manga.
disgusting. How dare you say
Manga?
that on my show?
Uh-huh.
Should
Okay.
I say manga? All right, let's
You can't
try
say
it.
you can't say Mangalore.
Then there was a
Mangalore,
$2
but
tip.
There you go.
that's not what the rest of it is, though. Manga
The Dark Side Child returns.
Catanero.
What games do you potentially plan on playing as a
Manga
playthrough over the
Catanero.
course of the year?
There you go.
Now that GTA
Got
6
it.
has been delayed. On the top of my mind, I don't know. There's lots of new games coming out soon, actually. There's Doom. There's a new fighting game collection. And at the end of the month, there's
Boom.
Elden Ring Hybrid. And there's a lot more this year, but what I need to do is go through the schedule again, because I haven't gone through the schedule in a while.
Why?
So he recommends things like Ultra
Scheduletism.
Despair Girls of Danganronpa, Zero
Uh,
Escape, and games like that. All right, thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I got a
Gotta
$5
get
tip.
started by now, right? Not yet. He still hasn't started.
Are you fucking
Let's see
kidding
here.
me?
He's the last message he sent was 3
I spent
minutes
most of
ago
my
and
life on
said,
the East
"Okay,
Coast, the last
BRB
decade on the
restroom,
West.
then
Did
we
I ever
begin."
spend much time in the Midwest
Jesus.
beyond
You've
just
seen
passing
how long
through?
it takes me to pee.
Remember which states
Why
you
is it taking
traveled
so
to? Moving
long?
to Washington.
Well, he's got to go
Consider
next door.
visiting
Oh.
non-coastal states. As a viewer who lives in the dead central part of the country, I'd love to know. I have visited Chicago 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
Each time was both for tournament play in Street Fighter, but also pleasure. I had some vacations there
but
as well.
also pleasure. I like Phil using the word
Pleasure?
pleasure.
That were very nice. That
He
I
makes
documented. Some of
words
them were
sound
documented on
gross.
YouTube from over the years.
They
The
sound
most
dirty.
I really did, I had a really good steak once. That was the best steak I've ever eaten in my life. It was hundreds of dollars.
It was hundreds of
Oh,
dollars.
what?
Thanks.
And I
So
had the deep
gross
dish
to
pizza
just
a
bring that
couple
up
of
as the
times.
second,
The very
like,
unique deep dish
fucking
pizza, the
first
real one that's like a
descriptor
pie.
of it. Yeah, it wasn't
That was
delicious.
really
It was hundreds
interesting
of
and good.
dollars.
But
Hundreds
outside
of
of that,
dollars.
I haven't really had much else of the cuisine or anything
What
there.
credit card did you put that on?
But never spent significant time. It was
That's
always
what I'm
for like,
saying, Dayglow.
a week of a tournament or a vacation or
sounds
something like
gross.
that. It was never a significant amount of time. Okay. And then I received a $1 tip
That's the only thing he remembers from. That was
again
what
from
I was
Dark Side
thinking
Child
too.
Returns.
The only
He
thing he
says,
remembers from Chicago
expressing my
is
hope
the
that you'll play
steak.
the Persona
The
3
hundreds
Reload
of
demo
dollars that he
at
spent
some
on a
point.
steak.
Because if I liked the metaphor, I definitely would like that. Actually, my wife played a good chunk, maybe the first 5 to
Good
10 hours of
chunk?
the Persona 3 Reloaded game last year. And she
Mm-hmm.
thought it was all right, but she got kind of bored with it when she went to the dungeon. Because to be frank, yes, the dungeons in that game are incredibly
There's
Are you
tedious.
Frank?
that Frank again.
I know it's driving me nuts.
So she didn't like
Once
it
you
too
pick up
much.
on something
Okay.
like that, it gets so hard.
Okay,
to
I'm back,
ignore.
everyone, and we got some
never,
support
yeah, you
while
never
I was on that mini
unhear
break.
it.
So
You
coming
took a
back
mini
here, we
break
have some more of
during
this yummy.
this fucking feasting with the king. What?
What?
And she thought it was all right, but she got kind of bored with it when she went to the
Why?
dungeon. Because to be frank,
the-
yes, the dungeons in that game are incredibly tedious.
Yeah, no one cares what his wife thinks.
So she didn't like it too much. Okay.
Also, big ups, Frank.
That's very weird. I've never seen. I feel like I haven't seen him do like a hard edit like that before, like in a while. Was there? I wonder if something crashed.
It's
maybe.
when maybe, but it also could be that he paused the recording since we're watching afterwards.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying that
Oh.
like it's weird that he did a pause in the middle of this. I
Yeah.
think.
It's
Okay,
very
I'm back,
strange.
everyone, and we got some support while I was on
Welcome,
that mini
Black.
break. So coming back here, we're gonna have some more of this yummy salmon
Did you hear him say
flatbread.
that the other day?
What?
Welcome,
Stuff.
Black.
Welcome, Black.
Let's have some.
Yes. He said he fucking said it. I don't remember when, but I
Hmm.
immediately went and got a sound clip of it. Welcome, blacks. Who got Phil tattooed? Jesus, man.
Welcome,
It was
Spicy
RTU.
RTU, Review Tech
Review
USA.
Tech.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Hello, Jew, and welcome, black.
Shy Guy asks, he says he's from Chicago. Was it Ruth's Chris, the steakhouse that I went to in Chicago?
Ruth's
I
Chris,
don't remember.
really?
Like I said,
I don't remember. I don't even
I
remember
legitimately
the name
don't
of the
remember the
place
name
I
of the
went to.
steakhouse, but at the
Right.
time, so this is over a
Nice
decade
timing.
ago,
Bring
Okay,
us-
guys.
you would get the
Freeing us from this. We almost got through a fucking DSP tries
Oh,
it
wow.
in the stream.
He wasn't eating that pizza the whole time. He came back to it, but yeah. Yeah, Bo Doctor. Ruth's Chris? No, Ruth Chris.
Oh, there's that
Steakhouse.
Skyheart troll
Oh!
in the DSP chat here. Wow,
You've
you
been
dirty
found
troll.
out. Sky fart. Nah, got him.
Got him.
Got him. Wow, this is amazing. I love this. This
Yeah, me too.
is my favorite.
I'm Jade, and this is really good for me.
I'm Jade.
No,
I
I'm
enjoy this.
Jade. This is
Oh,
good
I'm
for me.
Jade.
Big guy, not $100. It was hundreds
Hundreds.
of dollars. Okay, so
Yeah.
that could be $120 maybe, because technically you're on your second $100 here.
Good morning, everyone.
into your mic.
I'm back
Damn.
for another
'cause you were really quiet.
6-day
Uh-uh.
streaming week
Okay,
spectacular.
now you're not.
And I've got a bunch of stuff to talk about today,
Are you
including
okay?
after an entire day of classic fighting games on Friday, how did it go?
Terrible.
How was the collection? And how are
Bad.
we moving forward? Also, we've
No, I'm
hit
dirty,
70 support goals, which means today
No.
it is time for the first time in 8 years.
Well, Subway.
DSP tries it. Subway.
We're getting 3 sandwiches,
Plus,
guys.
we'll talk about the schedule, some decisions that I have made about it.
oh,
and
look,
more.
bottom line is real.
This should
Go
be an
back.
excellent
What?
stream.
Go
of getting
back. In Kick Chat. Go back. Look, happy birthday to Indrid. Step on me. Will you wish them a happy birthday?
Oh, that's nice. That's
Yeah.
very, very nice. How
Yeah.
kind.
exciting week beginning episode of the Level 1 podcast.
Big ups, Hello Jew, who said, I haven't watched a DSP pre-stream in weeks, but came to say happy birthday and let's go Leafs. Game 7.
Okay, well, Indrid, I'm gonna ask you to forward that
Uh-huh.
PayPal email to my email, please, and I'm gonna be stalking and harassing whoever sent that, because the Leafs do not go
Okay.
Leafs.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Hello Jew.
No,
Appreciate it.
no, you're bad. That person's banned. That person's banned.
All right. Okay. You're banned. You're banned. That's it.
Sorry.
You're just banned. Hurts dude bought Indrid some Cobes infected gums scented scratch and sniff stickers. Happy birthday.
It's
Thank you,
true.
toilet bread.
It's true.
Dude, that guy's gums. Oh my god. His teeth in the front are like almost literally non-existent.
Yeah.
Look, Queen's blood ritual.
What
Happy
the-
birthday, Indrid Gold. What?
You're having too much.
Oh.
You're having too much fun with this, Indrid. You like
I'm having
you
a
like
great
this a bit too
time.
much. You're
It's
encouraging.
really
You're encouraging
sweet.
troll behavior right now, and it's
I
bad.
will always encourage it.
Wow.
Thank you, Isaac.
Good morning, my friends, and welcome to the
Yeah,
show.
I got a
I'm
brainworm cake.
DSP, and this is the Level 1 podcast for Sunday, the 18th of May, 2025. I'm back.
I
After
don't
my
want
day off
him to say
yesterday,
the
I
day that I
feel
was born. I don't want him
recuperated,
to say that.
Too bad.
and I'm in pain.
And I'm in pain.
Why
woke
are
up
you
this
in
morning,
pain?
And I'm like,
Is it neck pain?
When I stood up, I guess I slept in a weird position, twisted to the
boy.
side or something.
Oh,
I pulled
boy.
a nerve, what I think is in my hip. So
Oh,
I've
boy.
got shooting pain from
Oh,
my
boy.
hip going down the right-hand side of my leg.
Here
I'm
we
fine
go.
when I'm
Here we
That
go.
doesn't sound good. That sounds very
Nope.
bad.
sitting.
It
when
sounds
I'm
bad. Maybe
standing
go to a
up,
doctor.
it's painful. I'm like, why did this
Ah.
happen? You know, like, so stupid. As you get older,
Great.
this nonsense happens. You got to deal with it. It's not a big deal, but it is an annoyance. All right. Welcome to the show.
It's a sad
How
background
are you all
music.
doing? I hope that you had a great Saturday. I had a decent one. I spent some time relaxing with my wife and running errands and the
Wait,
like.
did
It was,
Winks-
nice outside.
Banana
Lots of
Jose said
nature
Wings
around.
leaked his
At one
DMs.
point, no lie.
Between him and who?
I don't know. I'm gonna go look on Twitter and see if I can find it.
Okay.
We had
Yeah.
6 squirrels.
What?
We're counting the squirrels, the woodland critters that we saw.
At one point,
Oh.
no lie. We had 6 squirrels, a rat, a giant
What?
black raven, and a rabbit.
Okay.
Okay. A rat? Where did you see a rat?
A Rayot.
Beans Fun
Oh,
Tutorial says Indrid has to have ACL surgery. You'll be okay, King.
Exactly. I was gonna say, did you have to learn how to straighten your leg again? No.
Yeah, no.
Great.
Jeez.
Point,
Dude,
no
Phoenix
lie.
Queen's
Friends
blood.
didn't like it was nice outside, like lots of nature around. At one point, no lie, we had 6 squirrels, a rat, a giant black raven,
Yo, there it
and
is.
a
The
rabbit,
videotape.
all in our backyard at the same time. And my wife and I are
Oh.
sitting there watching. We're like, what the heck is like nature palooza out there, going crazy.
Bro.
Well, spring has definitely sprung here. I hope that wherever you are, it's nice and
Yeah, like
good
all
atmosphere.
the
And
verminous creatures are coming out to
Yeah.
play around in my backyard, I guess. Oh, look at disease-spreading rat and a
Aww.
big, ugly crow, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's not a raven. I don't
vultures.
think there are ravens in fucking
No.
Washington State, are there?
It's probably a fucking crow.
It's probably a big old crow
yeah.
of some kind.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of carrion animals feasting on decaying
Suet.
rabbit meat out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's suet. Yeah.
Do it. And, big ass Matty Ice said, "Happy birthday, Indrid. Take this money for some Subway." Now,
Ooh.
remember, guys, while she eats Subway, we need more positive contributions. It's really nice to stream with no pressure, huh, guys?
That's
And
how we
then
do
a
it. That's
pig,
right.
Pig,
It's
and then a goat.
That's entirely optional here. Nah.
Entirely optional, but highly recommended. No, I'm just kidding. You guys being here and being so nice to me is pretty fucking cool. I love
Yeah, it is very nice. Happy birthday.
it.
Okay, people are
Thanks,
saying
guys.
that people are
Out and
saying that there
about.
are ravens across the West Coast.
Oh.
And if that's
so we
true,
didn't really
then
do
I'm
too
felted,
much.
but
There's nothing
All right, we're
major
felted.
to really
It's-
talk about.
they're-
I went grocery
I'd have to
shopping.
see
And,
it, I guess.
the usual
Yeah.
basic stuff for the days off
we
that
like
we have. We
Critters,
actually
our
ordered
Critters
some
Army Assemble.
Mexican food and had some tasty nachos and a quesadilla yesterday. That was our dinner. So we
A
didn't cook
quesadilla?
for once. We cooked
Gabby
all week
issues
long.
got
We finally ordered
You're so
out.
sweet.
So
Yeah.
it's good
Oh,
stuff.
snort.
Um,
That snort was for
Anyway.
you, Dabby
Whoa.
issues.
today once we cook all week long. We finally ordered out. So
It was chunky,
stuff.
dude.
Yeah, he had to
Anyway,
like,
today
kind of rear
I'm
his head
back
back
for
to
a
do it.
6-day
I-
streaming week.
Like, kind of
It's gonna be an
unironically
exciting
love when he
one,
has to like
'cause we've
rattle
got a
his
big
brain and
push
like
to
really
try to get
Yeah,
advancement
shake
in
around
certain
the
playthroughs.
space in his room.
There's
Yeah.
even going to be
His
a
head, I
couple
mean.
of days that I'm
Yeah.
probably not doing a podcast this week in order to make that happen. Having an extra 1 to 2 hours of gameplay on those streams may mean the difference of actually being able to complete a game this week so we can have more time in the schedule for a new one. Because we talked about this
Okay.
back on Friday,
Okay.
that right now, with my current lineup of Doom the some late bag, just started.
Protein
How is that
source.
new game of the week? What's definitely happening? What's not?
What are
Gameplay,
you doing with
thoughts
your
about. Stick
hands?
around and
He
watch
really
me play
is Ricky
classic fighting
Bobby.
games for an
Yeah.
entire day.
He don't know.
It
what
wasn't
to
a
do.
lot of people. Viewership was down because I played classic fighting games, and
But I have to read
kind of
it
makes
now,
me scratch my
Nibbity.
head because people have been asking me for a.
Sorry. Okay, I'm breaking the rules of the super chats. Please save this and read this only during your Subway review. We appreciate your hard work.
Yeah, this has got to go to the Subway
guys.
review by Indrid.
And Infamous Chaos and asking you shall receive another positive contribution. Let's take the pressure off. Happy birthday, Indrid. Oh, man,
and I
pressure's
didn't
off.
ask him to do that. Nobody asked you to do that, so that's fine.
No,
Yeah.
no, but thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Very sweet.
a long time when his fighting game's coming back.
I'm the richest bitch in the world.
And I told you guys I wanted to give it a really
the most
big break.
boyfriends.
That I was burnt out on fighters, and
Burnt out on
I
fighters.
just
My brain thought he said spiders.
wanted to, come back refreshed. And I feel like I did that on Friday. Playing that game all day Friday felt very good, very refreshing, very interesting. Jumping back into CVS 2 for the first time in like
Oh, do you
20
have a back
years.
pop?
That's how long it's
Oh,
been since I last
bleh.
played it.
Oh, that
You know
was
what
a
I'm
good one.
saying?
Sorry.
I am excited to have fighters back in the rotation. But quite
But?
frankly, the viewership wasn't great. It actually was down all day long. The good news
Now, what does that
is
tell
the
you?
people that did attend supported the streams and we hit the goals.
Yeah,
but
Jax
I'm
Raxter tipped
thinking-
100.
What we should do is maybe have it only once or twice a week. Let's not go crazy and have fighting game nonstop because I think that's going to
That's right,
basically
that's fair.
kill it. And it kind of sucks because the collection has a ridiculous amount of games in it. It has 2 different Power Stones, 2 different CVSs.
Oh my God, bottom line
Star
is real is
Gladiator,
just spamming that.
Rival
and kick-
Schools United by Fate / Project Justice.
Oh, dude, if I get a
Rival
birthday
Schools
wish
Uni-
from Dark Side Phil, I could die.
They are the homie. Don't say it like that.
Street
Don't
Fighter
say it like
Alpha
you
3
want it
Upper.
that bad.
I think more
No,
than that too.
like,
There's even more.
I didn't
But
say die
how would I ever
happy.
play all
Oh,
those
okay,
games?
there
Did
you
I?
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
It's
I would just
basically what's going
die,
to end up
like,
happening
that's
is
the
I'm probably
end.
just going to play the.
People want to watch. Honkin' Build says people want to watch you reading fast food menus, not mediocre fighting gameplay. That is basically what he says on a day-to-day basis. Is that people would
For
rather
real.
watch me like read from a menu instead of play video games, for which I'm known for.
Because he's so weird, and like the only thing we get with Street Fighter and like fighting games is just excuses
And rage.
baby rage.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two games that are competitive in it. CVS 2 and Alpha 3 Upper. I don't think people are
Probably
gonna
big guy.
care. I'm not gonna have time to play the other games. You know what I mean? Like fighting
No,
games
fish tank.
take
No.
a big investment of time. They just do. You have to be
No, they
sitting there
don't.
playing them, learning each character, learning the strategies, learning each move set. It's very,
Fine.
very
Oh my god.
time consuming
YouTube
and
chat
attention
still talking
grabbing.
about the tattoo.
Attention demanding, I should say.
Okay.
There's no way I can do that with 7-8 games if I'm playing it once a week.
Then drop some games. Fuck.
You know what I mean? Like just a 2-hour stream of each of
the
the games
only
doesn't
thing we
feel
get
like
from
ens
Street
enough. I
Fighter
want
is free
more.
content.
And
Yeah.
then we're out of time. That's kind of what happened on both streams, both CBS 2 and Alpha 3 Upper,
Ooh.
because that's how I did it on
Hortense.
Friday. The
Oh,
first stream was
Hortense,
CBS
yeah.
2. The second stream was Alpha 3 Upper. Each time I was like,
Oh,
oh, we're done
Hortense.
already?
Oh,
I wanted more. I
Hortense.
was getting into it, craving more, and then we ran out of time.
He's a busy man, guys. Clearly, 6 days a
Yeah.
week is too much for him. That's right, Isabel.
So we'll talk about that today, how that's
Like
going to
slap?
fit into the schedule, because we're actually doing it tonight as the late stream.
He does
Okay.
control this. Yeah.
Um,
It's your
And
fault.
then today, folks, today's
What?
a big day because
Why?
you guys supported me
It's my
so
birthday?
much
No.
last
No.
week.
Yes,
We have hit a goal already of 70 goals out of 100. Well, I should say out of
Okay.
80 is the next reward, and then 100 is the big milestone one. And with hitting 70 goals, we have unlocked DSP Tries at Subway, which we are doing today.
Unlocked
I've got
it.
3 sandwiches that I'll be trying, plus
Whoa.
the foot-
Wow.
I've got
Uh-huh.
3 sandwiches that I'll be trying, plus
Oh, fucking chipmunk teeth. Let's go. That's good. That's great. Oh God, he's so ugly. I literally can't get over it. He's just so fucking
Rats,
ugly.
rats. We are the rats.
are.
Celebrate another with the birthday bash.
Michael, it's your birthday
the
today.
foot-long cookie. So we've got a lot of stuff we'll be trying today. I haven't had Subway
Get the nachos,
since
Phil.
Yeah.
Do that.
2017.
Whoa.
Okay, and I didn't like it.
Okay.
And then before then, I
I
didn't
don't
really
like
eat
it.
since like 2012.
It's your birthday
Basically,
today.
here's my in a nutshell. Here's my history with Subway.
Okay,
All right,
King
I'm going
Jet
to summarize
thumbnail.
it, but it's
All
kind
right.
of an interesting story. I grew up in Connecticut, one
Oh,
block away
God.
from the original location of Subway. It
Whoa.
was
Oh
called
my
Pete's
God.
Subs. It was on the corner of East Main Street and Boston Avenue in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Okay.
That's 1 block away from where I used to live.
Block.
And so every Sunday, I would walk to Subway with my dad, and we would pick up
Oh,
a
yeah,
bunch of
Dad's thumbnail.
subs. Actually, it was every
Good.
Saturday, not Sunday. Excuse me. It was every Saturday morning. We'd pick up a bunch of subs for lunch, and my mom would get the foot-long tuna with lettuce, tomato, American cheese, and pickles. My dad would usually get the cold
You
cut
already
combo.
said this stuff like last week.
It is so crazy that he remembers every detail of this and he's comfortable with telling all
Yeah.
of this to us. It's not like
It's-
it's important or interesting or anything, but it's so stupid that it occupies this much of his mind.
Yeah, and like if you know he says he's fans of certain games, can't remember characters, can't remember what
Yeah,
happens, but
doesn't know
he
what's
can
going
remember. No, he can remember his mom's fucking Subway order from when he was a child.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
A lot of useful stuff going in his fucking brain on a daily
and
basis.
I would get a
I'm sure.
variation
Yeah,
of something, or I would have some of the
Wait.
combo, and I would get a variation of something, or I would have some of theirs because they wouldn't eat the whole foot long.
what?
I would get a variation of something, or I would eat some of theirs.
This is a weird
That's
thing to say.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. Why did Phil get his own sub? Or maybe he's like a really, really young child, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you just choose them up.
They
and
just
then
get him. Yeah, they just get him
Yeah.
like a cheese sandwich or something. It's because it's all you eat.
Yeah.
You didn't have any veggies.
ham and cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
Iwamoto said, please donate. These DSP tries that aren't cheap. And then all caps after this, orders 3 sandwiches and a cookie and whatever that flesh vacuum downstairs takes into her nutrient
She's
void.
not even having any of the sandwiches. They're all for
No.
him.
All 3 of these are for him.
Crazy.
Why would they eat
wonder
the whole foot long?
If
'Cause
he's gonna
back
cut them
then-
in half and like give one like a half to her.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
I know.
okay.
I just like I don't know why he doesn't say that though, right? Like it's just very strange.
Have some of theirs because
Yeah.
they wouldn't eat the whole foot long. Why wouldn't they eat the whole foot long? Because back then the subs were actually foot longs. They were huge. They were
Wow.
absolutely jam packed with ingredients,
I
loaded.
think they were probably a foot long. Is that huge?
I think you were a little kid and things seemed like a lot bigger to you back then than they do now. It's probably my
Yeah.
yeah.
So these were heavy,
Rain Orion,
giant
no.
sandwiches. Okay. They were definitely worth the money. The bread was baked fresh at a bakery down the street that they would get their bread from, and they would ship it in, they'd cut it, and you get it right away. The bread was so big. Here's what they would do. They wouldn't slice it sideways, and it was flat and
What
shitty
would
and
they
crammed the meat in.
do?
It was a giant, swollen, beaded loaf of
Ew.
bread, and they would cut the top off in a triangle.
What
So, like,
are
basically,
you?
you'd have this giant chunk of extra bread in
What?
the bag along with your sandwich that they made because
I don't know what he's talking about.
So instead of
swollen,
instead of cutting the sandwich in half, they would like just cut a slice a wedge out of the top, and then
Yeah.
pile your ingredients in there. And what he's saying
Oh.
is that they took that little bread stick and then they gave it to you in the bag with it.
uh-huh.
I don't know. This is all sounding
I'm
like
still
a
so confused.
story from someone from 1942. Like,
Yeah.
this is very. Do they still do that in places? I've never seen that. I only see the
Fuck,
side
I don't
cut
know.
for subs. In
Me too.
In my neighborhood,
it was such a giant loaf of bread. So it was absolutely worth every dollar that you paid. And then what happened was over the years, they became Subway. Then they started to franchise. They started to spread. And then what happens is they completely destroy their quality.
Thank you,
The
Swaggy.
quality goes down. The bread
Aw.
became pre-made in a factory out there somewhere, and all they would do is put it in the oven to make it rise, but it basically was done months ago, and it was disgusting. It tasted like sugar and chewy yuckiness. The meat stopped being...
mommy. This chewy like chewy yuckiness, mommy. Like, it doesn't taste like sugar, you dumb fuck.
fresh cut in store, but instead was
Ugh.
pre-made again in a factory months ago, pre-sorted
So
out in
what?
wax paper that they would literally just take the piece off and slap it on your bread.
Yeah.
The chicken went from being fresh tasting to
Shut up, man.
rubbery, flavorless meat with painted on grill marks. And I can keep
What?
going. The veggies, which used to be fresh cut in front of you every day, became sitting in a refrigerator for 7 days, soggy, disgusting, flavorless.
It's
They just
chain
went completely
restaurant.
downhill when they franchised.
My
And
mom
in
was
fact,
like,
what
"Why aren't you
happened
guys
was
streaming? You're not on
This
Twitch." I'm
corner
like,
area
"Mom,
that was the original
Mom.
location
Mom."
of Pete's Subs just became another Subway location, and actually, get this, dipped in business so much they closed.
Whoa.
That's right.
What?
The
That
original
never
Subway
happens.
location that started this worldwide successful franchise lost
Huh?
business and closed when they reduced quality because the people in the neighborhood wanted something better as they originally had. So
Oh.
Subway has not been a good thing for me. It was great when I was a kid and just got worse and worse over the course of my life.
So why do we need the history?
Now, I did time to time again go back. Sometimes I would get the Subway melt, which was turkey with ham and bacon
Okay.
and some melted cheese. Sometimes I would get the Italian BMT, which is, ham, salami, and
Bowel movement.
pepperoni.
Turkey.
Sometimes I would try
pepperoni
something
on a
different,
sandwich,
like
huh?
the Philly cheesesteak or the pastrami. But like every time I tried it, I was so disappointed. I remember when I had the pastrami, I took a
God.
bite and I was like,
Oh my god.
why?
Oh my god.
Why
Oh
is
my
it so
god.
chewy
Stroke mouth.
and rubbery? And you
Holy
looked at the
fuck.
meat, it was like 90% fat. It was disgusting.
This
It
is-
wasn't even meat.
Oh,
It was
this
just
is
like,
so
like
stupid.
yellow rubber
Uh-huh.
fat salt.
Yellow,
Disgusting.
rubbery fat.
That's
Ugh.
how Subway
Fat
was.
salt.
So like
how
also,
bad they had
like he's
fallen.
talking about like one time, and then there's these countless occasions where he has these favorite subs. He knows exactly what is on all the subs, and he knows
Yeah.
the names of every sub. Like you're acting like you had Subway 2 times in your life and you didn't like them either time. You've had them thousands of times. Don't fucking
Yeah.
don't fucking front to me here, Philip. Like
Ow.
you never had Subway before. You fucking liar.
Ow. Also,
Okay,
wait, keep
now-
it paused. So we're gonna build up a little bit of skip juice. So we got a couple of nice people.
Okay.
Maddie, I said now, and this one is pertinent. Now, guys, before I order Subway, allow me to go full autistic and go over my history with Subway.
Yeah.
You see, it all started at a helicopter company.
No, this is before the helicopter company. This is the original Subway.
And then Frank 1305 is just wishing me a happy birthday, and I'm just gonna like say thank you because that's like really sweet.
Yeah.
And Swaggy, fantastic Mr. Swaggy Davis said, here's another meaningful contribution to the fair maiden, known as Indrid Cold, one of the many knights in the guild of the boyfriends. I wish you all the riches in the world and shall lay down my life for you in battle when needed. A woo.
Whoa.
That's very
very meaningful.
Very meaningful and positive. The pasta maker said, sandwiches are for earners, Philip. Until you contribute to your family, you get you get our leavings. Years later, guys, I need that money. I really do. Otherwise, I get the equivalent of a lunch meat sandwich. The begging is a result of childhood trauma. Ooh.
Oh, yes. I agree. I think it is. There's definitely something happening in his childhood that makes him so he only wants to fucking beg for money and not actually have a job. I don't know.
Right? We got some celebrities in chat. Dustin Annies
look at
said
that.
happy birthday and happy new year.
Big ups.
Celebrities.
We love the Dustin Annies.
We love them.
Sure,
when I started DSP Tries it many years ago, over a decade ago, I want to say it was probably around 2011, 2012, okay? I wanted to try Subway breakfast when they started doing it. It was advertised all over TV and everything. So multiple times I went to my local Subway in Connecticut to get it. They had a giant advertisement on the front of the business on the glass window saying breakfast here.
I'm an idiot, okay?
And every time that I went in, and I asked them, hey, I want the breakfast. Can I get it? They would say, no, we don't have it. So after 2 or 3 times going and they're saying they don't have it, I finally asked one of the workers, what gives? Because this is the 3rd time I've been here, and you still say you don't have it. And the worker goes, well, don't say I told you this. But our owner does not believe that anyone's going to buy the breakfast or come in here for breakfast. So we're legally required to have that ad on the front, but she just never orders the ingredients. So we don't have eggs. And we don't have any specialty stuff for breakfast at all.
Thank you, Cobain.
So we just don't sell it. Even though we have that ad, we're required to have it on the window.
Oh my God.
You know, we just don't do it.
What are you fucking talking
about? So basically,
dude?
I filed a complaint. I remember I filed a complaint online.
I went to the Subway police headquarters and I filed a complaint against the manager of this Subway. I filed a complaint that the owner of this Subway is running the business the way that they want to. That's nuts.
That he owns the chain or this specific location of the chain. Like, it's fine. What's your problem?
I don't know, man.
And I said, I've gone to this location 3 times. They're advertising your breakfast. They don't have it. And I'm told the owner refuses to do it. That's false advertising and it's messed up. You've wasted my time.
That's not false advertising, stupid.
No.
That is not false advertising at all. No. You're crazy.
No. He's an insane person.
About a day passed.
You wasted my time.
And all of a sudden, one day I got a voicemail on my phone. And it was a woman with a very heavy Middle Eastern accent.
Brother, why do you need to tell us this? Why?
It's the daily racism segment.
God.
Swearing.
We're also talking about something that happened years ago, by the way.
Yes. Oh my God.
Saying she was mortified that I would complain about her restaurant and get her in trouble. She's never once received any complaints and can't believe that I would have actually complained about it. I'm in the wrong, and how dare I?
Things that never happened.
No, this sounds perfectly reasonable. That like someone just be like, "Hey, fuck you, man. You got no reason. Why are you filing complaints to me about something so fucking stupid?" I believe that. I believe this absolutely did happen. Absolutely.
Bring at me, saying she was
my aunt.
What's that?
My aunt was here. She's making sure my camera wasn't on. She kept hugging me.
Aw, big ups. Happy birthday, Indrid.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Mortified that I would complain about her restaurant and get her in trouble. She's never once received any complaints and can't believe that I would have actually complained about it. I'm in the wrong, and how dare I?
Yeah, like I think he complained. Like, so the way that I picture this happening is that I complained to the guy at Subway, and it was like, I'm filing an official blah 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 here. So he like wrote out something. You can call me this fucking number, and they just gave it to the owner of the store that he's at, because Subway, like when they, because it's a franchise, it's like it's a lot more independent than someplace like a McDonald's where they like have to like abide by every single fucking thing, right? Or is it the other way around? I don't know. I'm just saying.
I think. Because like when you own one of these places in a chain, I think you do have like some sort of wiggle room. You get to decide things. It's not all like uniform. Also, thank you guys. I see the happies in the chat. Thank you. But I think he's wrong and he's stupid. Oh my gosh, big surprise, right?
Obviously he's wrong and stupid, but I think and I think the owner of this restaurant, if they did indeed call him to bitch him out for complaining about how she runs the place, I think she's totally in the right to shit on
Yeah.
him for it, frankly.
Absolutely. And like Reno Ryan said, oftentimes it does say varies by location.
Yes,
Yup.
yes, almost every
Yup.
time actually.
Lost in Technicolor said, I hope he has ingested pounds and pounds of spit from restaurants where he's been an insufferable Karen. Also,
Gross.
happy birthday. Also,
Gross.
thank you. Also, very gross. What?
So that was my experience with Subway
What did you
when I
say
lived
to
in
her?
Connecticut and I started out being a YouTuber.
Yeah. what?
Then I literally
Notice he
didn't-
doesn't tell the part of the story where he says how he replied to her, right?
Yeah.
Because he probably hung up the phone terrified. Like, I don't know.
Probably. Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna read a couple of these.
Yeah, go ahead.
Matty Ice said, hint on the Subway fiasco. He wandered in drunk at 2 p.m. and was belligerent towards everyone, demanding Subway breakfast. Everyone clapped, thinking he was extra entertainment hired by the shop.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I think that's more believable than the story we were just told. And Base Boglemite with the troll message, half troll says, "Happy birthday, Indrid Saunders." Well, that's your own wishful thinking, sir. I require a full set of teeth in the person that I am with.
Whoa.
Natural teeth, okay?
Those are some high expectations there.
I know.
Most definitely not is what's up.
He complained about it.
That's most
I'm in
definitely
the
not what's
wrong,
up.
and how dare I?
Okay.
You are.
And what did you like?
So
what
that
did you
was
say?
my
Nothing?
experience with
Yeah,
Subway
nothing.
when I lived in Connecticut and I started out being a YouTuber. Then I literally
Here's my
didn't
tip. What?
eat at Subway again until 2017. And in 2017, there was a period
Oh, wear
there
sunscreen.
where I
That's
was
a good tip.
single,
Smart. Yeah.
and I wasn't
Very good
cooking
tip.
for myself, and I was eating a lot of bad food, a lot of fast food and stuff like that. And I was just looking for
What?
quick
But you've
meals.
got an Adonis
So I
body.
went to my local Subway over here. Now, this was 8 years ago.
Uh-huh. Okay. Just quick sip. Okay.
And I said, hey, maybe they've
But I'm
changed.
not
Maybe they're
goth, you
actually
guys.
good.
Sad.
No, in fact,
No.
when I went to get it then, they had less ingredients. I remember they used to have these peppers that were like red and green, and they were like
He
tangy
does
and
not
had good
smell good.
flavor.
I'm
They
positive.
didn't have those
I
peppers
don't
anymore.
know,
They were
but
gone.
I'm pretty sure he
All
does.
they had were jalapenos and banana peppers. They didn't even have the sweet and sour style pepper
All these
anymore.
Sweet and sour
They
style
didn't have like
peppers?
half the ingredients that I was
Sweet
used to
and sour.
having
Wait, what?
on a
Never heard of
sandwich.
those.
I think carrot they had
No.
gotten rid of. They used to have
You mean
all
like
these
sweet
different
and
veggies, and they had
spicy?
gotten rid of half of them. They were all missing. So I ended up just getting like a basic
We have been talking about this
you
for a
know,
long time.
sandwich, and I didn't really
What the
like it.
fuck?
It was like, bland, no
Bland.
flavor.
Bland.
Veggies obviously weren't fresh, and I was disappointed. So that was literally the last time
Oh yeah, no tangy peppers.
that
What?
I had Subway.
outta
It was
here.
2017. Now, since then, Subway had a big falling out. If you don't know, Subway sales have plummeted. Many of the franchises
mention
have
Jared?
actually closed due to lack of
Sorry.
business. And apparently, Subway was accused of many different things, including not
Desmond,
having
this
real
failure
tuna
son
in
is
their
in
tuna
Kit Kat.
salad. Their bread
Nice.
not even being able
Yeah.
to legally be classified as bread in the UK because it has so
Uh,
much sugar
well, you don't
content.
live in
They
the
actually
UK, Phil,
reclassified it as cake. And their
What?
chicken being so bland that no one wanted to eat it.
Blam.
So what they have done is redone their menu. Their chicken is now a rotisserie
It's still-
style that's supposed to be
but it's still
flavorful
prepared
rather
the
than
same
the
way, I'm
completely
positive.
rubbery, flavorless grilled chicken they used to have. Their cold cuts are supposedly now cut fresh in-house.
Are they now hot
So
cuts?
that people can't say, hey, it was made in a factory 7 months ago and
Yeah,
you
what
had it
about
in a
Jared?
fridge stored in wax paper. And supposedly
They
their
still do
tuna
that.
was reformulated to actually be real tuna salad again. So
Okay.
today
Cooked
is
fresh. Nice.
Judgment Day for Subway. Because today, for the first
I don't
time in
think it
7
matters.
or 8 years, excuse me, I'm having 3
Yum,
different Subway sandwiches, and I am
And-
trying a dessert.
God, he's being loud.
Today I am
Yeah.
having
He's trying to pump
a
up the
tuna
jam on the
sandwich
Subway.
with lettuce, tomato, American
He's
cheese, pickles,
really excited.
and salt and pepper, just like my mom used to get it. I'm gonna
Okay.
see
Okay.
if Subway 2025 is like Subway of the 1980s. Can they
What
hold
the
up?
fuck, dude?
Then I've also gotten one of the chicken sandwiches, but I got a new one.
Uh.
They have a new one called the Hot Honey Chicken that has
Stop.
things such as lettuce and tomato, double Monterey Jack cheese, sriracha sauce, and a hot honey dressing. I'm going to try that today. And I am trying the tried and true classic that my father used to get, the cold
Okay.
So,
cut
okay.
combo. All right? Cold cut combo.
Coca-Cola.
Which I'm very
Jack
excited
Papa
for.
dude.
Wait.
No, I'm not.
Oh
Honestly.
God! Apparently, there's a.
It's not supposed to be on
there are
wax
gifted
paper
subs that
anymore.
are coming
Supposedly
up.
they're gonna cut the bologna,
Ew.
the ham, and I forget it's turkey. I think it's either turkey or
Indrid,
roast beef.
swallow me
Supposedly
like
now,
MDMA.
they're fresh
It's a
cut
gift sub.
and made
Jesus.
there. And I had that one with extra veggies, and I had that one with oil
That's
and
kinda funny.
vinegar, salt, and pepper.
That's good.
And for dessert, I've ordered the foot-long cookie. So we're gonna get all of that. Actually, I have to order it later, but I'm gonna get all of that. All right.
Thank you, Square
And I'm
Rock.
excited for
Oh my
it.
God.
And that's gonna be today's exciting episode of DSP Tries It after the gameplay segment,
Wait,
which
why
is Clear
Pocket
Obscure
CD?
Expedition 33. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Says he's about to get owned.
But I'm
even though
excited
Phil's
for this because,
wrong
hey,
as usual.
it's going to be a heck of a
Uh-oh.
taste test.
Uh-oh. Literally
All
4
right?
feet
So I
of
hope
food,
that
big
you'll join
guy.
me for that
Yeah.
after the
4
gameplay.
feet of
Stick
food.
around on this very stream. Now,
I
the
gotta
bottom
pin
line
that.
is
That's
real.
funny.
Said something incredibly stupid on Kick. They
Uh-oh.
said, I don't know
Uh-oh.
about you, but
Uh-oh.
tuna hurts my gout.
Oh shit.
You're a moron. Tuna is not a shellfish.
Yeah,
Gout is
stupid.
affected by
Yes,
red meat,
stupid.
shellfish,
Uh-huh.
that kind
What
of stuff
else?
that raises your uric acid levels.
Oh.
It has nothing to do with actual regular fish. So you're wrong. If you
Fish.
think tuna is affecting your gout, you're wrong. It doesn't at all. You should actually do some medical research. Anyway,
Okay.
Like you.
Toilet bread. Happy birthday, Indrid. Thanks for always making me laugh. Snood. Hang
So,
in there, brother.
that's
One
gonna be
day,
exciting.
You'll lose your
that's
virginity.
going to be
Okay, well,
pretty
that's-
cool.
that is-
and I
yeah,
can't
that's
wait for
already
that.
happened,
Now you might
okay,
say,
so
all right, well, that's
just-
today's
I don't
DSP
appreciate
Tries
that,
It.
but because it's
Well, then
Indrid's
what's gonna
birthday,
be
I'm not
our
gonna say
next-
anything mean.
You know,
He's
we'll
Thank you.
tell
he's
you.
not a virgin, and
At
thank
80
you so much, toilet
goals
bread.
hit, we're doing the other thing that we had talked about.
That's right,
Remember
Swaggy.
we said
Oh my
instead of
God.
just doing fast
The
foodie
amount
style
of food he's
stuff,
getting
I'm
stacked
going to
up
start to
would almost
try
be as tall as me.
ordering out
Yeah.
at more sit-down restaurants. Restaurants that now are starting to directly compete with fast food because the prices of fast food have grown so exponentially that it actually looks like it could be cheaper to go ahead and get this
Probably
stuff
rice.
at a sit-down restaurant, takeout, rather than going
I
to
see
a fast food
Yamamoto.
rest.rant.
I heard
And
you
it's
got monetized
absolutely
recently.
ridiculous,
Congratulations.
The
Big ups.
price
Hell yeah.
of some of the food at fast food
This is
restaurants
right
these
behind
days
us.
is astronomically
Yeah.
inflated.
Let me
Why
go get
would
his
you go
channel.
to McDonald's and spend $17, $18 for a Big Mac combo? What a value is in there that's worth $18 while you can go get a combo at, say, Applebee's or Chili's
go.
or
Oh my
Red
God,
Robin
dude.
for like $20, and it's twice the amount of food at much better quality.
Wear clean
So,
underwear.
When we get
That's a
DSP
really
Tries
good
It,
tip. Thank
80
you,
Yeah.
Mom.
goals hit,
Thank you, Mom.
milestone, it will be Red
That's
Robin.
my mom.
We actually already looked at the menu and we saw some delicious things like a summer barbecue nachos and interesting
Mama.
variations of burgers and sandwiches. So we're going to try something good from there, and
Ooh.
hopefully it ends up being pretty good. Okay?
Oh,
So,
here we go. Here we go. Here,
Let's
here
get
it
going,
comes.
my friends. Let's get this
Here it
week
comes.
started with a big rush of positivity and support. Let's
Big
get to 80
rush.
goals by the end of the week so we can do Red Robin DSP Tries It. I think that'll be
Commando.
exciting.
Establish
Okay?
dominance.
Now remember, there's going to be a special milestone marathon event when we hit 100 goals. I already know what it's going to be. I'm already planning it out, but I'm not going to spoil it as of now. I want to keep you guys in suspense, but I'll just tell you right now, it's going to be great. It's going to be a really good one. This next marathon will be much better than the last one. People will not be disappointed. I think people will be very excited. Okay?
Linda's failures.
Very good.
Dead Linda's failures.
Okay,
Son got one.
All right. Well, to start off, holy crap, Michael Knight Real
Read all
just
the read all the
gifted
names.
10 subs on Kick.
Whoa.
So thank you to
Whoa.
Michael Knight
Whoa.
Thank you to
for
Dead
10
Linda's
gifted
failure son.
subs to get our week
Yeah.
started.
I see my mother said thank you. It was a long, fun run. Here's a thank you to you guys in chat. You've been going
Big
for
support.
a long time, Ice. You deserve it.
To start
Absolutely.
off the week.
Yeah,
And
That's
thank
big
you so
ups.
much.
$50 of support, getting
Yeah.
us 1/3 to our goal. And we
Mom,
just
where's
started.
the MDMA one?
These
So
may
that
be
is
fake kick
obviously
subs, so
excellent,
we
and
should
I
audit
appreciate
just
that
in
very,
case.
very much. Thank you, Michael Knight.
Number
for the
one
good
with
start
Holder
of the week.
An A.
Particularly, thank you because FYI, during my day off again, we lost over 50 subs on this channel. They expired. So it'd be great to get some momentum back on Kick. I'll be honest,
no.
at the end of last week,
Dude, literally
basically
Meg
we had a
McDonty, that's
situation
funny.
where support
Meg
on Kick was
McDonty?
almost non-existent.
Yeah, I like
don't
that.
know why. We had a few days of good support, then all of a sudden it was like
But-
nothing on Kick every day. We still hit our goals.
Begging
but the
and
kick
choosing
support
is a
had
great
dwindled.
look.
obviously I'd like to maintain the
I
level I
agree.
have over there. So
Yeah.
today, if you're on Kick, please
Please.
support the stream.
There it is. And
Become a
just follow
sub
me
or
like
give some subs to your
MDMA.
fellow
Jesus.
viewer.
I
Today would
honestly,
be a
it's
great day
gross,
to do that.
but it's
Let's
funny.
hit that goal.
Yeah.
Let's get that momentum rolling towards our next reward of Red Robin, hopefully by the end of the week, okay?
Hopefully.
Maybe if you were more entertaining
Mr.
and
Papa
like
Bear says, "I haven't been to Red
actually
Robin in, like,
positive,
20 years."
things would be better.
I don't think
I
so.
actually
No,
haven't had Red Robin
Oh.
myself. I couldn't remember. I remember it was probably within the first 1 to 2 years that Kat was here
Holy
living with me. She
shit,
moved in
man.
2018.
what are we talking
We're
about
talking
now?
about
I-
Red
one,
Robin now.
Not
like-
to
Oh,
go more regularly
holy-
before the
this is-
pandemic. And then after the pandemic,
Ah.
things were just
I
different.
haven't been to Red Robin
We-
since I
we
lived in
started to
Georgia.
not
It was
go.
good. That's the history.
to different places, you know what I'm saying?
Anyway,
Anyway, so
okay.
it is what it is. We're gonna try it later on this week when we hit our goal. All right, cool. Now hold on 1 second because this is all screwed up. What's going on here?
What's
Stretch out.
going on here?
There we are.
What?
My
we are.
laptop had a Windows update during my day
Oh my
off.
god!
So
Oh
now
my god!
everything was resized. I had to reshape everything here. A little annoying,
Reshape?
but we should be all right. All right, I received my first tip of the day. $2.
The version he has to like Windows updates is fucking crazy to me.
Now here's the thing.
Yeah, he's terrified of them.
All right, I'll
Yeah.
address this once, and then we'll move on. Someone tipped $2.54. It's anonymous, by the way.
Okay, anonymous. Great. Hello. Hello.
So someone tipped me $2.54. It says, "Hey, did you hear what Review Tech USA did?
Oh, here we
I
go.
don't care what Review Tech USA
Uh-oh.
did. I don't care what a
Uh-oh.
boorish loser does."
A boorish
I mean-
loser, sir. You are an oaf and a vagabond, and I deny you my acknowledgement, sir, on this day. You boorish oaf.
Boorish.
I don't care what Review Tech USA did. I
You
don't care what a
clearly
boorish
care.
loser does. I'm
You
eating
care.
Subway today. That's pretty exciting.
No,
That's
it's
way
not.
more exciting than anything that Boar has ever done in his entire life.
Bore again.
And I've got
Boring.
Someone watched Game of Thrones, I think, this weekend or something.
Has to be. He's now
good stuff to
taking
do.
on
I got
the,
great gameplay.
Huh?
he's now taking on the verbal patterns of the days of yore.
Yes, exactly. Of
Yeah.
In his entire life.
yesteryear.
And
Mhm.
I've got good stuff to do. I got great gameplay. I don't give a shit about him whatsoever. So
Why don't you?
I
Why
don't
don't
care.
you laugh at the
Don't waste my
tattoo?
time. Okay,
Okay.
moving on. Okay.
Ooh. Are you okay, Phil? Holy shit.
Sweaty. He looks very sweaty.
Dude, he...
Anyway, see what I mean?
Oh my god. I think he cares.
I think he feels a little uncomfortable after all that. Look at this.
Uh-huh.
Moving on. Okay.
We had to do the hair touch. We had to do the lip thing. We had
Little
to like.
autistic
We had to move our
rocking.
anchor points. Yep.
Anyway. See what I mean? People trying to derail my
Cool.
content with nonsense and dumb shit from boring, idiotic people.
Boring
who are so
people?
desperate
Boring,
for
right,
attention that they
right.
do dumb shit. I don't have to do that. I
What?
could just eat Subway.
I think it's funny.
Seriously, I could just eat
now,
Subway. I'm good.
I think it's stupid, but I think it's funny that he got you so bad.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway,
let
again.
us talk
Anyway.
now
Anyway.
about the Capcom Fighting Collection, which I
He
played
did
all day
not
Friday.
like that.
He
All
got
right,
he got
so,
the fuck triggered out of him. for that
Capcom
one.
Fighting Collection
Yup.
came out on Friday, and I played it all day. As I said, it has a whole bunch of games in it. Both versions of Power Stone, both
He
versions
knows
of
about the tattoo
CBS,
because
Capcom
he's
versus
saying
SNK.
dumb shit. We all know Phil Monitor's Twitter
Project
/X.
Justice / Rival Schools, Capcom Fighting Jam / Evolution, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper,
Oh my god, who cares?
and I think Star Gladiator. So there's a ton of games in this collection, right?
Ugh.
For me, the games that hold most weight are those that were played competitively or have a new version in here of a game that previously was played competitively. And out of all the games in this
Oh,
collection,
fucking Street
that's
Fighter
definitely
talk.
Capcom versus SNK 2 and Street Fighter Alpha
Eons.
3 Upper.
Oh,
And the truth
Swaggy
is
said, here's
those
a
two
mini
games
trunk
have an
contribution
insane
from
amount of
my little
content
one,
just
'cause
within
Feliz
themselves.
cumpleaños.
Feliz
6 different
cumpleaños.
grooves in CVS, 3 different grooves in Alpha 3 Upper. Actually, there's
Happy
more
birthday,
grooves
mini
or
Swaggy.
isms, but
I
they're
mean,
hidden.
thank you.
Insanely large cast of characters. There's just a lot to explore in those fighting games.
Bro.
So that's what I played on Friday. Now, if on Friday I had seen an overwhelmingly positive wave of attention and people were like, huzzah, Phil's back to fighting games.
Huzzah! He definitely watched fucking Game of Thrones.
Yeah, exactly. If I had said like, "Oh, good sire, the joust is resumed upon this yesteryear,"
wave of attention, and people were like, huzzah,
and they were like, jacking off all over my face.
Then I would have been like, hey, this week, let's change the schedule.
Okay.
Let's make it so that we play way more fighting games in
right?
the schedule. Let's do this like every other day, right? But that's not what happened. What happened was a core group of people
King of
who
Gingerfell.
enjoy my content and like seeing me play fighting
King of the
games came by all
Snorts.
day.
The King
and
of the
watched and
Snorts.
talked and engaged
The
and
King of the
supported,
Snorts.
but it was like half my usual audience.
The King of the
young
I mean,
Snorts.
pig.
too. Like on YouTube,
Yeah.
Or
we
the
barely
old pig
had
instead of the
around
young
200
wolf.
viewers,
Yeah.
if that, all day.
Love that.
And even on Kick, it was just down. Okay, I noticed that.
Who
So,
cares? Stop playing fighting
It is what it
games.
is. People just aren't that into classic fighting games, which sucks because classic fighting games are way better than modern fighting
Yeah, but
games,
you
in my
suck.
opinion. I've played Street Fighter 6 for 2 different years, and
Whoa, 2 whole different years. Wow.
Oh.
they're just not very good anymore.
Iwamoto said, Rich is so boring. I'm going to eat a sandwich in silence and then play a game in a way so regarded. A single clip mocking it got 7 million views. See?
Yeah.
Super exciting.
I'm very entertaining, actually.
Very. And Mr. Extravagant with the very nice message. Happy birthday, Indrid. Hope you get some new shoes to step on me with.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Let's see. Probably
about
a new club foot shoe, right? Like, because your leg
Yeah.
thing, right? You're going to need one of those orthopedic shoes that has like an extra 6-inch platform on it so your knee constantly stays bent, right?
Yeah, my right leg, it's going to be like Cotton Hill. They're just going to take out the shin completely.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. So it's just, but the other leg stays long, so you just have to dangle that one little leg from your hip, and the gravity is what grows it out, right? Like, so it's gonna like stretch gravity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
I love that idea.
Me
That's
too.
fun.
That makes a lot of sense to me, actually.
It
It's
does.
crappy. It's become
Bunyan
just a
support shoes.
pattern play,
Yeah.
garbage, repetitive game that's not interesting. It always looks exactly the same. I mean, take a look at my footage. Several
Take a look at my
taps,
foot.
bullshit, skill,
Oh,
footage,
thank
the
you
quad
for
720p.
skipping.
But man, my setup, full frame rate, gorgeous color representation. It just looks great.
Whoa,
And
gorgeous
I'm so
color
happy because when I used to play
representation.
these things, it would look like shit because my old setup was so bad.
Well,
but now it just looks amazing.
It looks.
No,
So
it
I'm very
doesn't.
pleased with-
It genuinely looks the exact same. I swear to God. I swear to
does.
God. I swear to God.
I'm one of these people like if the frame rate is really low, then yes, I can tell. Otherwise, I can't fucking tell.
Yeah, it's the exact same.
Literally.
Seriously.
how it came out. I hope if you haven't, you'll check out the footage from Friday. It's really good stuff. So,
No, it's not. I will
what are my
tell you it's
overall
not.
opinions about the collection? Okay. Well, once again, they have literally
Literally.
redone the same exact collection. What do I mean by that?
What do I
It's
mean
the
by
same
that?
What
exact
guys supposed to know?
GUI, okay?
GUI.
Which is the graphical user
GUI?
interface. It's the same.
Graphical user interface. Oh, GUI.
The GUI, which you may have seen
GUI.
before, or the GUI. Okay, that's like
The
seriously.
GUI.
I remember hearing that in like 9th grade computer science. Okay,
Yeah.
like, and I remember back then thinking no one in the world says GUI, and if you say GUI, you're an insane dork.
Just say GUI.
Even though it's more syllables, GUI is so much more pleasing to say than GUI. And,
yeah,
and
GUI.
I'm just gonna say it. I'm never gonna call it a GIF. Okay.
No, never,
never gonna
absolutely
call it a
not.
GIF.
No, I know that the guy that made them, it says GIF, but it's GIF.
But that's stupid.
Fuck yourself.
But that's
Yeah,
stupid.
it's
Don't
stupid.
say don't say UNC. Don't say UNC either.
No, and GIF is a type of peanut butter.
Thank
okay.
you. Thank you very much.
Same
Not a
exact
moving image.
menus. It's the same exact features.
There
It's
are people that say
literally
GUI.
exactly the
Ugh.
same. Okay, it's the same exact game. Only it's different fighting games in it, but it's the same as the Marvel collection. It's the same as Capcom Fighting Collection 1. They've put no effort whatsoever into making this better. So because of that,
No,
it's still
of course not.
frustrating.
People like you
Oh,
buy
I
it.
want to
Jesus,
play the
guys.
game online.
Oh my
You go
gosh.
to play it. What the hell? Why is this?
Okay. I see Mamoto said I said it last night. They can watch a tone. Watch a tone.
A ton else, maybe.
Oh, a ton else. Sorry, yeah, a ton else, and explain all the data and plus and minus attacks hitting and getting priority. But Phil can't.
He's talking
No.
about fighting game mechanics.
Yes.
Yeah, when you're plus or minus on block, that kind of thing. Yes.
Yeah, well, Phil can't do that because he actually doesn't know anything.
Legitimately, no. He doesn't
Yeah.
know anything about anything.
know. It's pathetic. Like, oh, I have so much knowledge to offer the world. Well, then
Obviously,
show
then
us.
let's have it.
Yeah.
Get it out there.
Right? Dissension said, it is your birthday period. Happy birthday, Lady Cold from my detractor daughter, too. Aw. Snood plushie when? Actually,
Ooh, good.
I think
That's
that
a
would
good
be
idea.
fucking adorable.
Uh-huh.
Yes. I'll look into it. Frankie, happy birthday to the hot crippled lady.
Whoa,
Ooh,
where?
Okay. That one's really.
Get her in.
Wow.
Stupid graphical
Thank you,
filter on it.
guys.
How do I
Thank you.
turn it off?
Holy
you
shit.
can't. You have to quit online, go into the single player campaign, start a game, open the menu, and
It's
there's
cute
the
when he
ability to
helps
turn
her
it
read.
off.
Shut up. I fuck it up sometimes.
1, 4, 5, 7, even if you only give me
Oh,
4 to
they-
5 bar connections.
Oh
Have you
my
ever get that?
god.
Hunter Biden says, geez, Philip, it's like Germany in 1942 in your chat. You ban people for simply disagreeing with you.
Mm-hmm. I
So
think that's
the
accurate.
games are good.
Yeah.
Capcom vs. SNK 2 is a great game. I'm telling you, I've been craving playing more CVS
It was
2
Lillian
ever since I
Voss
played it
real.
on Friday. I'm seriously want to
Who?
play more of it.
Lillian
I like
Voss.
the game a
Who's
lot.
that?
I believe
Even though
it's
I'm
a
not
Magic
great
the
at it,
Gathering card,
I want
or
to
she's-
play it, improve. I want to try
Oh.
other characters. I want to mess around with it.
Okay.
And I'm excited to play more today. I've been hearing the music play in
World
my
of Warcraft
head.
character. That's right. She's an
Oh.
undead.
weekend.
World
I'm
of
like,
Warcraft.
yes, I cannot wait.
Nice.
We're going to do it on Sunday night again. But the online play is ass.
Johnny Chase played it with friends
Again,
last night. No
Third
problem.
collection in a
Online
row.
play was
Same people
ass.
made it.
Ass.
Same exact thing. Third
I thought
collection,
that,
it's
like,
garbage. Capcom
the
has zero
connection
effort
is
into
bad,
these
that's in
collections.
your favor
They're not
then.
trying at all. They just want your money.
Huh?
And it's
Who does-
pathetic.
Well,
it's
yeah,
a
it's-
company.
yeah, it's a
CVS2
company.
is a very
Yeah,
You want
highly
everyone
rated
else's
competitive
money.
game. There's no reason for
Yeah.
this collection to perform
Why
like
is it
this.
wrong for them
Alpha
and
3
right
Upper
for you?
has never even had online play ever in
No, listen
anything
me up. I
sold.
said it would be one of those
So
two
now you
things.
can
I just
finally
couldn't
buy it and
remember,
play
so
with
actually
people
I'm a real
online,
fan, okay?
except it teleports all
Yeah.
over the place. Wow, thanks Capcom, right? Like, what a
Yeah.
great way to preserve your game.
Indrid's like
posterity,
PWR.
right?
Both
Yeah,
have
that's a
no
really
ass.
good
Fuck
effort.
you, met there.
It's
Yeah,
not.
she's an effing
Once again,
coward.
Capcom has
I'm
just,
an effing
as they say,
coward.
phoned it in, dialed it in, didn't
Like
give a
that.
That's
shit.
not
Both
the
have no
same
butterfly.
thing.
Phoned it in and
And
dialed it
Capcom
in.
has just, as they say, phoned it in, dialed it in, didn't
No,
give a shit.
what? Why
Now,
did
will
he
you
mime
hear
a
any of this
phone?
from
I don't
anyone
know.
else? I doubt it. Because most people who are playing the collection are either being paid to or
Oh
they're
my
shilling it on purpose. The usual fighting
Dialed
game
it in.
butt kissers.
That's
right?
not a thing.
They're
No,
not going to
it's-
sit
well,
here and
dialed
tell
it
you the
in does
collection
mean to,
actually
like,
sucks online.
Finally
They're just
tune
gonna be like,
something until you get it just right.
Yes, you get dialed in, but
Yeah.
phoned it in.
No, that's
is
a different
like,
thing. It's
yeah,
the
that's
opposite,
fucking-
actually. It's when you don't
Right.
care and you just like
You're just
whatever.
like, what?
Yeah.
There it goes. Yeah.
oh, it's great. Well, it's not.
Idiot.
It's literally not great. It sucks. It's exactly the same as the last two. It is a ripoff. Now, if you're going to play these games offline, this is a great collection. The value is there. These are good representations of the games. CVS2 played very well. I was impressed with how it played, and I can't wait to play more today. But
What? Are we
thing is,
playing it more?
playing it once a week is not going to be enough for me. And so, I'm craving the games. Can't wait to play them. Just sucks that these collections are not great. Now, why can't I play Fightcade? Because internet
Come on.
Oh my God,
backdowns on my
silence.
Netflix account because I claim like I live in Canada. See, that's
Huh?
what VPNs are for.
Oh my God.
When you're watching on-demand content, you
Wait,
can't
that's
use
not what
VPNs and play
VPNs
games online.
Yes,
it
you
adds
can.
too much
You
latency
can.
and it just
I
becomes
have
laggy as shit.
done
So there's no
it.
point.
You're wrong.
Okay.
He's gay.
And by the way, again,
He's gay.
I have talked with people in the FGC about this. They all have agreed with me and said, "Yeah, you're right. You're just assed out."
really?
No one else in the FGC has people coming after them, and you know,
That I find
just
that
don't-
very hard to believe, sir. I think there's a lot of people in the FGC who have people after them, sir.
Yeah.
Like just in
Sir.
general, you know what I'm saying? Anybody who's famous has some kind of like a fucking weird counter fame following of some kind, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right? So don't
Yeah.
act like you would be the only person who'd ever have this problem,
No.
right?
You are not special
No.
at all.
the other
Actually,
person would
you
be
are very
LTG, and that's why
unspecial.
LTG's not using Fightcade. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be the
You know
same
what I'm saying?
situation. People would go
Yeah,
after
and
him.
that's it. That's another good point, big guy. Is that probably just the people at the FGC just being like, "Oh yeah, no, Phil, definitely you can't use a VPN. Sorry. We'd
shit.
love to let you guys hang out, let you hang out. I mean, with us and
But I guess
game,
we
but
can't.
I guess we can't. Sorry, no discussion either. Sorry.
People go after
Bye.
me for no good. In my case, it's for no good fucking reason. You know, I don't
That's
do anything
not
offensive
true.
to
That's
the
very
FGC.
false.
Just these
Yes, you
scumbags
do.
want to mess with me. So,
You are so offensive to literally every person.
Yeah.
um,
You offend
It is
my
what it is.
sensibilities.
I can't use Fightcade. That's why I am beholden to these collections when they come out, and when the Capcom puts no
Nice
effort in,
Yamamoto with the
collections
contradiction
suck,
here. Uh-oh.
hence Capcom Fighting
Justin gets
Collection 2.
challenged daily and has videos
is
on
what it
it.
There you go.
Yeah,
All
Phil.
right. Okay.
Suck it.
Okay.
All right. I received a generous
Whoa.
$15 tip.
All right.
What? Wait, that's all? When he
From
says
Big
generous,
Papa
I think
Phil.
like 50.
I could
Yeah.
not catch the fighting game streams. I'm actually currently on a trip, but I've been catching up on demand, and it's great stuff so far. I get you're not wanting to play the
You're on a
collection too
trip.
much, but at the same time, you know that more players
Why
will
are you
filter out
watching
over
Dark Side
time.
Phil
I think it's wise to play more now when the player
Severe
bases are
mental
still
illness.
high. You're
I
right.
guess.
That's why I'm playing it
Oh.
again tonight. I actually wanted to play it again this week too, but with my current schedule, which we're going to talk about in a moment, and the fact that we're really making a push to try to complete certain games, I really can't play it more than twice this week. So I'm playing it tonight, and I'm also playing it Friday
That's 2
night.
times too many.
It sucks. I want to play it more than that, but
Sucks.
I really
You
got to
need
be
to
careful
schedule
and
dumb
focus
fuck.
in on the stuff that we can finish by the end of the week.
The pasta maker says, come on, it's
But
pronounced
you're absolutely
gooey.
correct, Big Papa Phil.
So
These
you can say
collections
gooey
only have a
dongles like a
consistent player
5-year-old.
base
Yeah, good point.
for
Okay,
a very
that's
short
kinda
period
fun.
of time, and then they die out.
Gooey
So that's the other
dongles.
thing is maybe we'll
Gooey
enjoy this for like
dongles.
a month, and then it's going to suck, and there's nothing I can do about that.
Hello?
Okay.
Okay. Hello? You say gooey because it's fun to say.
Okay,
You know, that's
so,
acceptable.
we covered
As
that.
long- you
I'm
know.
trying to see
Maybe he
if we
says
covered everything I
GUI.
wanna
He
cover
says
here.
GUI because it's fun to say.
Oh, GUI. Hello? What the fuck? He's gay!
Okay. Did the FGC ever try to make their own fighting game? From time to time, people in the FGC have worked on fighting games. For example, David
Oh,
Serlin
I was right.
was
Yeah.
the major head of the
Gooey.
project, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo
Oh,
HD
my bad.
Remix.
My bad.
Problem is David Serlin was only good with certain characters in HD Remix, and what he did is he buffed the characters he liked,
Oh no.
so it became this
I was sent a
one-sided
clip.
mess of a
Apparently
game.
he shouts me out.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Currently, one of the Cannon
Prepare-
brothers, I forget which
Oh,
one, is
boy.
working on
In
some
10
fighting
minutes.
game, some League of Legends fighting game,
Oh boy.
but he's dumbed it down to the point where there's no motions required. You can just hold a direction, press a button, and get a special move.
He's talking about
and
nothing,
it
so
also
I'm
has
gonna
an
read this.
insanely
Iwamota
small
said it's
cast.
kind of sad
And by the way,
how
he
he
was
will always explain / lie about things in such a way where it benefits him because it can never and will never be Philip's fault. Moreover, Indrid stepped on me so hard she tore her ACL. Talk about
Ah,
commitment.
See, you got to be careful with that. You're
Yeah.
working too hard. You're working them too hard.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Supposed
sorry.
to be busting their ACLs.
Ah, shit.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna have to switch
I don't
things
use
up.
Wi-Fi. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
Uh-oh.
Someone just said,
Huh?
DSP confirms he uses Wi-Fi. I don't use Wi-Fi.
I don't use
The
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi that I have is for my
Yeah.
lighting. Okay?
Hello.
Okay.
Basically, the devices
Gooey?
that can't be wired. This frame is on Wi-Fi. My lighting is on Wi-Fi. That kind of stuff. My phone is on Wi-Fi. All
Uh-huh.
my gameplay is done over
Ma-
wired
oh.
connections to the Ethernet, directly to my
Okay.
cable modem in my office. Okay.
Yep.
I don't know why you would think I'm
Cable
using Wi-Fi.
modem.
More nonsense.
Or
Okay.
Oh
nonsense.
my god, get offended more.
No, I can't.
Hello.
All right. So continuing on,
Mm-hmm.
what I'd like
What's
to do
next?
briefly is talk about my schedule for the week because there's going to be
No.
some interesting stuff. Focusing in more groove. What I'm going to do is turn the stream on the usual.
No podcast on Monday. Okay.
Whoa.
Quick hello and jumping right into Doom.
He is trying to get done with Doom as fast as
I
possible.
guess so.
He
Day
don't
off,
like it.
day off. I hate this schedule so much. It's so hard to read.
It's really
time.
hard to
It's
read.
it's written like a part-time employee, like
Yeah.
a shift work employee, right? Like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you just put the days in the X column, like so that you don't have to do
Right.
day off, day off, day off. You just say day off once.
Yeah.
And then like you don't need
just
to be
once.
broken up like this. I really don't think that's necessary, honestly.
No, it's shit.
Around 11:15. I'm going to say hello to everyone.
Hello to
we'll hang out for
everybody.
like 10 minutes.
Everyone.
All right, just to get everyone, on the stream.
Uh-huh.
And then by noon at the latest, we're going to start
Okay.
gameplay. We're going to jump right into it. All right? My goal
So
is to get around
45
4
minutes.
hours of Doom
Yeah.
gameplay in on the stream tomorrow. All right?
Oh, that's
my
tomorrow.
goal
Wow.
Is hopefully by
That's
the end
okay.
of this week to either finish Doom the Dark Ages or be close to the end of it. Because I've burned out too much.
Yeah, he is
Okay,
trying
see,
to
the whole
blast through it, I
Java
guess.
Minecraft chill stream. I actually have some new
Minecraft Chill Night in Java. It's
Okay.
Minecraft Java edition. It's not
Yeah.
Chill Night in Java.
No,
skins
it's not.
that
no,
someone
he's
made
wrong.
for me that I'm going to use. I don't know if I'm going to do any texture packs. I think maybe this week we'll
Those
just
are
do new
fucking
skins
troll
and focus
skins.
in
Did you
'cause
see
we're
the
building
bald
the
spot?
farm
Yeah, I did.
currently.
But when he's talking about
And then
texture
once the
packs, he
farm
means
is
like what
built,
the
and that's
regular
functional
world
and
looks like,
working,
not just
Oh.
him.
then I want to work on getting minerals
Okay.
so I can actually make iron armor, iron tools.
Chill Night
and then
in
we
C
can
plus- in
start to worry
C
about
plus
venturing
plus.
out and
Chill Night in
exploring
C
the different
sharp.
biomes around me.
Chill
Yeah.
Night,
So we're
Chill
starting to
Night
get
in
to
SQL.
the point where I'll be self-sufficient. Once I'm self-sufficient, then we can do other interesting things.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Doom
Okay.
4 hours tomorrow,
Oh, you
4
think
hours
another
Thursday,
no podcast
2
is
hours
another social experiment?
Tuesday, 2
Maybe.
hours Wednesday.
I don't get any tips on
Right?
no podcast.
That's
day.
another 12 plus hours
that's
of
right.
gameplay. Hopefully we'll
Big guy
beat
could be
Doom
right.
the Dark Ages because we've got about 13 chapters left, but right? We can do some more chill night streams and focus on that, maybe more fighting games, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Right.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay. Thirsty
you go.
Thursday? Yeah, sure. Thursday night trucking simulator, Thirsty Thursdays, where I drink White Claw
Oh,
and play
boy.
Trucker Simulator.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
Keep in mind, when I played Trucker Simulator the other day, it was great.
Yep.
We finally bought my own truck, so now we're working for myself. I'm starting my own business, basically. So it's going to be more interesting.
Lunar Guardian said
Okay.
the salt will flow.
So that's the
the
schedule
longer
for
he
the
plays
week. I hope
Doom.
that sounds good to
There are some
everyone.
tough chapters
Major
ahead.
focus on
Oh,
Doom,
boy.
Good.
fighting games, some
Salt
player
will
obscure,
flow.
good variety this week.
Meh.
Okay? Okay.
Okay.
I received a
This is
$2
my
tip.
stream. My doom.
My Doom.
Oh, really? Here we
Thank you,
go.
Lunar Guardian.
LTG did Fightcade on his streams. It was
thank
short-lived
you.
because he got greeted with trolling and DDoS attacks very quickly. Only guys asking you for Fightcade these days want their favorite detractors to highlight the harassment. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for
Again,
agreeing
I
with me.
confirmed
Fuck
this
you.
with FGC people. They
Like,
said, yeah,
Huh?
sadly,
yeah.
they never
Yeah.
improved Fightcade to the point
Who
where you
said
can
that?
hide your IP. It is easily sniffable. People can mess with you. They will
Oh.
mess
It's
with you.
easily
And there's nothing you
sniffable.
can do about
Indrid,
it.
you
so
know
that's
about
why you
that.
have to play the collections.
Oh, yeah.
So
Sniffable
this is not me
IPs?
talking
Hell
out
yeah.
of my ass. This is
They're
me talking
easily
with informed
sniffable.
people who are in the community and know what's going on. Thank you so much for the $2 tip. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Fucking sniffable.
All right. So, folks,
What?
you got it. Hank got it.
Ah!
Hank has earned the Emerald Crown. In the next few days,
Whoa.
many
Wow.
people will start getting the Emerald Crown.
Hank
In
Duma.
YouTube chat. Take
Battery
a look.
exhausted
That's
with the
awesome, isn't
16
it?
months
It
and
looks
the not
really good. It's
Emerald
supposed to be a
Crown.
crown
Big
made of
up.
pure
Big ups.
emeralds,
There he
which
is.
is really neat. So Hank
Yay.
says,
See you.
hey, the new crown's nice. Any plans
say
for the
you.
next one? We will definitely have
you.
a new crown
Thank
next
you.
year. We got to remember it's May. There'll be a new crown for next year for sure. The emerald
My
one was actually
birthday
designed over a
is
year
when
ago. And we
new
had to wait
crowns
this
come out.
long for people to
Yeah.
start using it.
Oh,
Now we
wow,
got
happy
another year to
birthday.
wait
Yeah.
for that would
Dude,
be
that's
5
crazy.
years.
Does that mean that today actually is the day that so it's not only is it
Maybe.
Indrid Cold's birthday, but it's also DSP Gaming's birthday?
No.
Oh,
no.
that's what it seems to be. If they're
No.
getting anniversary gifts on this is Emerald
No.
anniversary, so that's what it seems like to me. I don't know.
No.
Happy birthday, DSP Gaming. Let me just take this
Ah,
down.
fuck.
Hold on.
No.
5-year sub
Think it's Mickey
anniversary.
Thor.
Yeah. 'Cause
20
it's,
months.
It's
Goddamn.
4 years right now because it was 2021 and 2025 get you Emerald. So then after
you
that, we'll
Emerald.
have another one. I don't know what it'll be yet. We'll think of something, I'm sure. We'll
Yeah,
think
I'm
of something
sure.
cool.
Ruby.
Well, congrats,
I
Hank.
already have the
Only a
Emerald
few
Crown
people
and
have it
Raphael's
right now,
chat.
but more will earn it over
Whoa.
the course of this month. People hitting their 4-year anniversaries as a
Thanks,
member of
John Doe.
DSP Gaming. Cool.
Cool.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, everyone, thank you for being here for my return this week. This is going to be an exciting week of content. By the way, very
Exciting.
shortly, all right,
I'm gonna.
I will be starting
take a poop.
to talk about my plans for a
Bro.
big milestone coming up. I'm well aware that we're 30 away from a marathon.
Okay.
I'm well aware that you guys want to know what it is. I have good plans. Already, I got stuff in the works.
Do
I
you
think you're really
though?
going to like what I'm planning. It's completely different. In
Completely
fact, I
different
will go as far to
planning.
say I have never actually done a
Uh-huh.
marathon like this before, ever.
Whoa.
Ever.
Ever.
It's going to be completely unique. It's going to be
Ever.
interesting. I think some people are really, really going to like it. Others are going to be like,
Others?
it's not for me. But I think some people are going to be
So like
very
people
happy
with
with it
brains.
and be like,
Yeah.
oh, that's really cool. And that's exactly kind of what we were hoping for from a cool marathon. All right.
Huh?
So, and no, just to confirm, it's not the Closet Festival. We're not doing that next. I'd
I
like to
wanted
do that
that.
over
I
the
really
summer. In
did.
fact,
I
I'll
didn't
tell
want
you,
that.
we
I
100% will be
I wanna
doing
see what
a
kind of bullshit
closet
he's found
festival
there.
event sometime
I
over
am
the
so
summer.
gar-
I
it's
don't
just
know if
garbage.
it's in July or
I know,
August.
but I
We're
wanna
not
see
doing
the
it
inside of
next.
his
I
house.
know
This
what we're
is the
doing next.
closest
It's
I'm
going to
gonna
be a
get.
good event. Okay? So soon I will start giving you the details on this. Not yet,
Okay.
but very soon.
It's
And
a
that way
titty
you will
party
know the
marathon?
plans for it and
No,
get hyped
those are
for it and set
bad.
the date
They're
for
bad.
it.
Don't
Everyone
do
can be ready for it. Okay?
Iwamoto said there are plenty of VPN nodes in Seattle. It would add maybe 2
Sidious,
milliseconds
I'm sorry.
of
I'm
delay.
not going to spoil the
Yeah.
marathon. He's already asking
Maybe.
questions. Nope,
Maybe.
I'm not going to spoil it.
But since he already claimed it adds massive
Okay.
delay,
So, guys,
and he can't do
thank
it,
you so much already. Great
it's never
start to
be
the
true.
day.
Bury the truth in
Let's
your
now
gout heart,
open
Higgler.
up
Bury it deep with
to
your
some Q&A.
emotions.
Let's see how it goes. Let's see what you guys want to talk about today. Please tag me in either chat if you would like
I
to
think
talk.
that'd be fun. A
and
poll
And
on
we'll go from
like
there. If the
I think you're about
conversation
to get your
flows,
shout
we've got
out
stuff
in a
to talk
second
about. Great. If
oh,
not,
oh, oh,
then
oh,
maybe we'll
okay.
end the
There
podcast
we
on
go.
the earlier side and we'll jump into Claire Obscure a little earlier, which is fine. Let's see
Yeah.
what you guys want to talk about today. What's going on, King Michael? Good to see you.
Uh,
Bottom line is real wants me to give a shout out to
Oh.
Indrid Step on Me. What a stupid name. But okay. Happy
Why is that a stupid name, Phil? What? Philip?
Bro.
That's very rude.
Bro, come on.
Let's just get some clean audio of that.
wants me to give a shout out to Indrid Step on Me. What a stupid name. But okay. Happy birthday to Indrid Step on Me. What a stupid name. Okay. I use a fight stick for fighting games. I use this fight stick.
Why is that a stupid name? I don't get that.
The
When
Victrix Pro.
someone asks for you to
The
shout out their friend
Rolls-Royce
for their happy birthday,
fighting
you
game
call them
joystick.
stupid
It's
three
made
times.
of
What a
stainless
stupid
steel.
name.
Ugh.
Very
Yeah,
sturdy,
was that
very
you,
cool to
Pocket
the
Pasidi?
touch. It's got high-end
Oh
buttons.
my god.
It's weighted, so it sits on your
Thank
lap
you.
nicely. It's got the best joystick you
Wow.
can pretty much get for a competitive fighting joystick. And it's got crazy LED lights.
Oh,
It's got
crazy
padding on the
LED
bottom, so it
lights.
feels comfortable on
Uh-huh.
your legs. Like I said,
Now
it
that's
really
a
is the
birthday
highest
present,
end
Paca.
joystick you can pretty much get from what I've seen.
What are you doing?
And, you know, I use levers simply because that's what I grew up using. You know, there's nothing wrong with levers.
Dude,
at all.
I
Wait,
like when he's caressing it.
That's what I was gonna say. Is that like where its nipple is? What are you doing?
Because that's what I grew up using.
Hungry
You know,
eyes.
there's nothing wrong with
I
levers.
feel the magic
At all.
between
It's the
you and I.
But I grew
when
up using a joystick, so that's why I use a joystick.
Yeah,
Okay.
gout roaster. You did. Also, Robert Williams said, much like the Halloween he spent
What's
the
up, X
most
Shooter? Good to
effort
see you
on,
today. How
he'll
you
get
doing?
mysteriously sick and say
Yeah.
it's too late to do it. After
Absolutely.
he
Oh,
comes
that's a
back.
good call. That's a good
Best
call.
sandwich I ever
And
ate.
he just
Oh,
get
man,
ultra
I don't
scammed for the
know.
big
I'd have to
marathon.
think
Oh my
hard.
god.
You know, I don't really think about and like fantasize about the best meals I've ever had. You know,
Yeah,
yes,
right.
you do.
That's
I'll
a
say
lie.
this: one sandwich that stands out when I was in New York City for
So-
WrestleMania.
He's like
What?
one sandwich in my life that stands out is in New York City, circa 2006. I believe it was Thursday, and I remember
It
looking
was,
out. I remember looking out
May the
my front.
2nd.
I remember looking out my front window that day, and there were 6 birds flying in a V formation in the sky, and there was a kid on the street holding a red balloon, and a man in a blue shirt was walking his brown dog west down the street, if I recall.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think.
Yeah, that's good.
Over a decade ago, I stopped at a diner deli, and I got a sandwich that was
Ew,
like
it's
this
sensitive.
high called the Dagwood. Now, if you don't know what Dagwood is
It's
the
something
main
stupid.
one of the main characters of a comic strip called Blondie, and this guy would always eat giant
Okay.
sandwiches with a
I'm
million
gonna
things on it.
twist my head
So this
off.
sandwich literally
I'm
had
gonna
everything. It was like
fucking
ham,
twist my own head off,
turkey,
too.
you know,
Shut up, thank
roasted
you.
beef,
Con me real.
pastrami,
Ah.
everything, chicken. It was
Thank
all on
you.
the sandwich between like
my
multiple
God.
pieces of toast. It was like a super sandwich. And it was insanely good. And of course, it's insanely Philly. You couldn't finish it, but it was very good.
Yeah, right, fatty. Sorry,
Okay.
that was mean.
What is the cool video frame I have? Divoom Pix.
Who said that?
Who
Was-
asked him that?
What is the cool video frame? I really want to get one too. It's probably linked in his fucking like video right underneath you, Philip.
Super Chuffer said, I'm glad your mom had sex with your dad and then squeezed you out of her fanny. Happy birthday.
I believe we did just establish that you were a
was a
C-section.
cesarean.
Yeah, so
Yes.
so she is intact, her mother.
But thanks, Super Chuffer.
But thank you very much.
What is the cool video frame I have? Divoom Pixoo 64.
Pixoo.
Divoom
Brother,
Oh my God.
Pixoo 64. There's a
Bruh.
link to it.
Bruh.
Previous podcasts, And the daily wrap, if you look at the videos in the description, there's a link that you could click on if you're interested in getting it.
I was
buy through that
thrown in a
affiliate link.
vat.
I actually make a little bit of money, just so you know, you're helping me out.
Yeah, just so you know, it's the DIVOOM PIXOO, and here's the link to the thing. And just so you know, I am getting paid for this. So if you got to buy more than one, that would help you a lot right now, right? So
I'm gonna go look how much it is on their website right now.
There.
Oh my gosh, it's on
it's
sale
great.
from
You can add all
210 down to 156. Wow.
$156 for this is what you're telling
For
me.
this fucking square.
I would not have expected to pay more than $100 for this.
No.
To be perfectly honest with you, that's pretty wild. A 64 by 64 fucking pixel.
It's kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's kind of a piece of shit.
kinds
Yeah.
of different animations and things to it.
It's
You can
really
add your
dumb.
own, or you can get ones that are previously made by the community. It's a great frame. I absolutely love it. It's a great thing for my setup since I got it last fall. Alexander T says, ever thought of doing a subathon? I see them on Twitch during September. And check out
no.
Party Animals for a fight night idea. It's something different. I know what Party Animals is. It's a silly
Subathon
party
It's a
game.
silly-
I've seen it before. Like the
It is
cartoonish
silly.
animals
It
beating
is
each other
silly.
up, right? So
yeah.
explain to me
Oh my god.
the premise
How
of
do
a
you not know what a subathon is?
What else could it possibly mean?
What
Well,
else?
it's you eat Subway sandwiches for 13 hours straight.
Yeah,
you-
idiot.
You run 37 kilometers or whatever, and you eat a sub every 2 kilometers or something. What do you think a subathon means,
What
you
do you-
fucking moron? You were on Twitch, dipshit.
I know.
How does a
How do you
subathon
not
work
know?
exactly? I'd like to hear it. How does a subathon work? Because I don't understand the premise. I've heard different things. Like some people just stream and
May
they have
the
a goal
growth
for
be with you,
subs.
that's
Others
right.
it's like it's a marathon that extends the length of the marathon if they get a certain amount of subs or
Yeah,
something
you
like that.
fucking got it,
There we
But
stupid.
I don't really
go.
understand how it would work. Okay?
You
Can you explain how it works to
just
me?
go watch
By the way,
Tevins'
Davey,
old
thank you for 3 months
subathons.
as a
Come
member.
on.
He says, Sup, King, good to see you. Good to see you, Davey. And what's up, Dungeon
You-
Keeper's Mistress? How are you?
You
How's it
assign a
going?
certain amount of time per sub that's either gifted or
Subathon is
somebody
because
gets.
subs
Oh,
are on sale on Twitch in
fuck you.
September. Oh, what does it mean, though? What
God,
is a
you just
subathon?
said it.
Excuse me.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Snoot. How about
Yes?
hey, I twist my head off. No,
But
I
I'm
twist
still
your head off. You
killing
twist
Floor
mine off.
too.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Only if someone nominated it for an event or like Halloween. I wouldn't just play it out
Like
of the blue.
like
no.
corkscrew style until it's just like
That makes sense.
Like,
what
my
if we just,
neck
what if we
is
just
like-
bash
My
our
TV has
heads into
variable
each other as
refresh
hard
rate.
as we
Yes, it
can?
does.
oh my I love that.
We both die at the same time.
You know what? We can wait until after Wednesday
Each
though,
sub
so
makes
I
you
can
stream X
have my
amount of time
painkillers.
more.
We don't
Fine.
feel it as
Good
bad.
idea. Good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let me put it this way.
Sub and run
If
a
we were to do a
marathon.
subathon,
Yeah.
it couldn't be a member-thon because memberships on YouTube are abusable with a
Member-thon?
VPN, right? We already know that. So that couldn't count. It would have to be like verifiable contributions. So for the most
Nibbity!
part, subs on Kick have been
5
reliable.
gifted membership.
Whoa.
Whoa, big ups.
Holy
That's the other thing
mama.
too. Like, someone will be like,
Thank you
"Oh,
so
I'm going to
much.
drop a
Thank you
$100
so much,
tip to make you
Nibbity.
stream another hour," and then they charge it back.
I'm gonna say thank you to
Right?
Nibbity. Is
So
very,
it'd have to be
very
something
much
that's completely
incredibly
100%
positive.
verifiable.
Way.
force in my personal streams and here. I
Aw.
very
So I
much
guess
appreciate it.
Kick
Yeah,
subs would be
very
that.
sweet
Super chats
person.
would be that because you cannot charge
Thank you
back a
so
super
much.
chat. That's true.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Thank you.
I guess that's what it would
Very
have to be.
sweet.
It would have to be just Kick subs and super chats on YouTube are the two things that would count towards it. Or if people who I
He's been
trust,
doing
like for
this for
example,
17
there's
years.
long
God
time
damn it.
supporters who I know, and so if they tip me, I know who they are, and I'm gonna believe them. They're not gonna charge me back.
Oh, I
They've
thought
been
he was gonna
supporting
say
me for years and years. So that's a little different. But some joker coming in, I dropped a
Yeah.
$500 tip.
Yeah,
He has to
cool.
stream for another 5
Let me
hours.
see if I can add a new
And
one.
then they charge it back after the fact because there's some crazy criminal idiot.
Yeah,
I'm
some
not gonna do
crazy
that.
criminal.
Oh.
You can't even do that on Twitch with subs. Oh, I guess and that's why he's saying this. Can't be for tips.
Yeah. Nope. No, I can't add a new emo yet. That's fine. We'll get there. It's fine.
Exactly. So that's the thing. I'm not going to do stuff that's completely unhealthy. No, I'm not going to be streaming for multiple days in a row.
It's not
You're
unhealthy
not.
to
No one's
do.
gonna say that you're gonna do that, sir.
No.
And like, it's not like unsafe. By the way, you're in your home.
It's not.
Like as if he's
Not
like,
unsafe.
by the way, guys, I can't ever leave the chair ever, which I mean, I will do every single time I do a marathon anyway, right? I'm leaving for out many dozens of minutes at a time usually. So
Right. And like you
40.
can survive without sleep, homie.
Yeah.
It's not unhealthy. I mean, it's not great to skip sleep, but you can do it and it's not
For-
like you're gonna die.
Yeah, and you've never done it before, so I think you can do it once in your life. Lots of people have stayed up all night once in their life, right?
I have stayed up a lot
I'm sure.
in my life.
Me
I'm
too.
fine. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Thank you, Anti
Is it more important for me to do one big dramatic event that lasts a day and a half, but I make
Let me
thousands of dollars
membership.
doing it? Or is it more important that I'm here
Uh-oh.
consistently to make content for you
During
that
COVID,
you can trust?
48-hour shift.
right?
Woo.
It's I'm not hurting myself.
That's nuts.
But instead, you know what I'm saying? It's more reliable stuff. Because I think you guys would care more about me actually making consistent content that's meaningful, that's positive, that ongoing playthroughs, ongoing podcasts, that kind of stuff. And then you support those individually stream by stream rather than me saying, hey, I'm doing a subathon and I'll be here for 48 hours straight, but then I'm going to be sick for like 2 weeks and I'm not going to stream.
2 weeks.
Wouldn't you get
Wait,
more
that's
out of the
that's
consistent
absurd.
content?
That
than
is fucking
24 hours,
absurd.
48 hours?
Imagine Phil just like laid up in bed with oxygen like it being piped into him. Like he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I stayed up for 48 hours one time.
Or me destroying
If
myself.
it were to
and not
happen to
being
anybody,
around.
it'd be him.
Yeah. 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks is insane. Nobody's expecting you to stay up for 2 fucking weeks, dum dum.
Jade Van
No,
Zyl
he's
says how
saying
far.
that he would need 2 weeks to recover
Oh.
from doing a 48-hour
2
marathon.
weeks. I don't think he really knows. Like the whole catching up on sleep is kind of a myth.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And I don't know. It's like he would sleep once and he'd be fine the next day. Like I don't know what he thinks is gonna happen.
Right. And
Are you in doom?
actually, if you stay up too long, then you get a really good night's sleep when you finally do.
Yes. Maybe you should
That's
try
fun.
it sometime. You've tried not drinking, Phil. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe do that.
We just beat chapter 9. So we're going to be starting chapter 10 tomorrow when I play. By the way,
Uh-huh.
2 big contributions just came in.
Whoa!
First, we got a $10 tip from Oompa Loompa. Or excuse me, not $10 tip, a $10 super chat from Oompa Loompa. So thank you, Oompa Loompa, first super chat of the day.
That's the guy that accidentally tipped Raw Phil.
Yeah,
Not tipped,
I
super
appreciate that.
chatted
It's
Raw
good to
Phil
see
50
you.
bucks.
And then I just received a 20 member bomb. 20 memberships
like,
for
"Pew."
Alexander this morning.
Are you sure that's you can
So
trust
much,
that?
Alexander. 20
what-
memberships.
Do you know who
to the
this is?
Who is
channel.
that guy?
That is amazing. That's $60 of support.
Who's that? Who is that?
I thought exactly. There's Dungeon Keeper's Mistress saying, is Alexander T trusted though?
Good question.
Thank
I
you
don't
so much,
fucking know who
Alexander.
Alexander T is.
$60 of support right there.
Whoa.
Boom.
Wow, boom.
That jumps us all the way up to $139 of support on the podcast.
What the fuck?
That is amazing.
Whoa.
Now, if you're wondering why are there not pop-ups, it's because morons came by this month and gifted something like, I want to say 400, 500 fake memberships.
Wow.
So a lot of them were divvied out. So it takes a while. But those memberships will be given out. It just takes a while
I
for
see
you
one there. There
to
you
divvy
go.
them out.
Yep,
So you'll see
that
pop-ups
happened.
now sporadically and periodically over the podcast.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
We don't
Thank
need
you,
this
Alexander.
explanation.
Very generous contribution this morning. I appreciate that.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
I don't
Shooter
like
says,
to
are you
clear his
hyped
throat
for Ghost
while
of Yote?
speaking.
No.
Let me put it this way. I'm hyped in regards to the fact that I
Panicked
know
and sin.
that the gameplay
Oh.
elements will
What
be
the
great.
five?
Wow.
The world will be interesting and
Oh,
populated
Lord.
well. And the
You
graphics will be
get this.
amazing.
Ah!
I don't know about the
That's pretty good.
story.
Woo!
I don't
Thank
know if
you.
I'm sold on the story. Then again, you don't know until you really get into the game.
Thank you
right?
so
Once
much.
you start seeing and playing the game, experiencing it, maybe we'll be like, oh, the story's great too. But for now, I'm looking forward to the game when it comes to all the gameplay elements. So.
President Eisenhower in Kick Chat says, why do you have a gay white keyboard and mouse? It's very
Favorite Cowboy
rude.
fan says,
Uh-oh.
That's
Harding's
great.
going so far. They're going pretty good right now.
It's
Thanks.
Argentinian.
Said,
I don't give
"Have
a
I taken
fuck.
look at
I'm
the
still
trailers you
happy.
suggested?"
Thanks,
Sadly,
Eric
no, I
Cowboy
have
fan.
not. I owe you and Mr. Papavera an apology because both of you guys have sent me some stuff over the week that I still haven't checked out. I keep forgetting because
Wow,
I'm
cool.
busy and then I get wrapped up in other stuff.
You don't
Wow.
do shit. You don't
Yeah.
do a goddamn fucking thing, you fucking liar. Shut
Nope.
up.
Totally
Nope.
on me. It's not, it's my fault, and I'm sorry for that.
See, it's
Whoa.
because that's not an apology, Nibbity, though. Like, and it's this fake ass apology for something that he is acting like he has no control over. Like, it's not an apology when you're just like making up a reason why you don't give a shit about what these
Yeah.
regards are doing for you.
if someone's blowing up your fucking DMs, it's fine to ignore a psychotic person.
Sure, but I'm saying,
Sure.
but like he is like these people are like working for him, and they're like
Oh.
obviously giving him stuff like hints or like help with Minecraft and whatever, and he's just like, I've been so busy with the business, it's
So
been
busy.
so hard, guys. I'm so sorry, and that's on me, which is actually like apologizing for a fake thing is not apologizing. He should be
Right.
apologizing. Oh, I'm a lazy fuckhead who gets drunk every night, and I don't do the job that I'm being paid to do. So
That's
sorry
true.
that I'm a lazy fuckhead. Like that's the.
He's just not busy.
No, he's a liar.
That's it.
He's
He's
just
a
a liar.
liar.
Okay, so we're gonna do the collection
He's
on Friday.
LARPing as an
I've already
adult.
talked about it
Whoa,
in an
whoa,
earlier
whoa.
segment. I like the
Brooks,
game.
Phil!
They're fun
He's
as hell.
There he
the collection
is.
itself is
Big
poor.
ups.
21
Meaning
for Indrid's
it was not made
21st
well.
birthday.
It's
Wow.
exactly the same as the last
That's
two
Wow.
accurate.
collections.
And that is
The
accurate.
menus
True.
haven't
Thank you
been
very much.
changed, and the online play
Thank you,
sucks.
Bros. I
You set
fell.
it to 4 to 5 bar connections.
Coming
and it gives
out
you
with us
red
soon.
connections. So it's a broken collection, just like the last two. Capcom / whoever they hired put no effort in, which is sad because these collections deserve more effort. For posterity purposes, preserving the classic fighters is worth time and effort, and they don't put it in.
They don't
But
put it in.
I'm still enjoying it, and I'm playing it more tonight because it's the only way I can play the classic. So I guess we're just going to play laggy versions tonight and see how it goes.
Yeah.
I am 34. I'm too old, guys.
Okay.
You don't want to date a
She's no good.
34-year-old over 10.
Use-
Nope.
Nope. Sorry.
All used up. I'm wrinkly.
Yeah.
I'm
Dusty.
I'm going to
dusty.
stream
Yep.
the Xbox Showcase, likely, yes. I have to look up the exact times because I think that if I remember, Summer Game Fest, I believe, is June 6th.
Yep, that's right, Invisible Mute.
Thing. Here's the event. If people don't really care about it, they didn't seem to last time. So I'll have to think about what I want to do. I would like to do a live react, but I guess we'll have to see if people are going to actually care.
It's my 13th anniversary of being 21. Yes.
Oh, good. Smart.
What's in
That's
the
a good way
mug?
of thinking
Filtered
about it.
water. I drink filtered water every day in my official Level 1 podcast mug, which you can get at darksidephil.shop. I don't
How
think I've
long has it
actually
been-
said
wait, hold
cast
on.
mug.
Queen's
Oh.
Blood Tutorial says Indrid Cold, ALT old, tips gold.
Yeah.
That's
Queen's
good.
Blood.
That's pretty good.
Big
Which
ups.
you
I
can
like
get
that.
at darksidephil.shop.
Oh,
I don't think
hell
I've
yeah,
actually
Alex.
said that on stream in 2 months.
Your birthday's in a
I
week.
do have a merch
Whoa.
store. if
Happy
you're not
early
aware.
birthday.
darksidephil.shop. All right? I sell
Right.
that mug in 2 different variations. I sell t-shirts. I sell
Stay away from
hoodies.
the
I sell all
Romans. Okay.
kinds of stuff. Give it a
Smart.
look.
Good advice.
If
Why
you
is
buy
that?
anything from the shop,
they,
it actually helps me out. I get a good cut of it, and it
They're
supports
very,
the business.
they're very
but I haven't
militaristic.
talked about it in months because I haven't really
Okay.
had
They'll
anything to
deploy
do
a
on
phalanx
Okay.
on you.
What's that?
It's when a bunch of them have shields that are all together, and then they can't be, they have spears in between the holes in the shields.
Oh, yeah,
So,
yeah, okay.
yeah. And
Yeah.
then they use the mana pull system, which is where big phalanx that has the very edges of them can rotate actually.
Oh,
So it's very
what
very
the
hard to
fuck?
surround them. Yeah, the mana pull
Oh my
system.
god, that's
the
scary.
The
Is
mana
there
pull
anything
system.
I won't do for money? There's
Oh.
tons of things I won't do for money. I've been
There's plenty of
offered
stuff I
What?
won't do for money.
many, many times over the years for many different things that I've always turned down. I wasn't going to be a part
You
of
won't cut your arm off for money?
Lol Live because I didn't want to be a
Lol
part of something that seems to be
Can I adopt you?
exploitation
We'll see.
or toxic
maybe.
content.
I don't want
okay.
kids.
I've never accepted payment for people
This
wanting
is
to
guy
be
from
involved in
Rome
various
that's
different
nude
kinds
knows.
of
My very
content
great friend,
shows.
Biggest
I didn't do
Dickus.
it. You know,
He
it's
has
one
a
of the
wife,
major
you know.
reasons why I had
You know what
this
they call her?
with Kino Casino
What?
because they were pushing me in a very
Incontinentia.
toxic, negative direction.
Incontinentia
I didn't wanna go. They were
buttocks.
trying to force me to do it, which I didn't want to do. And I know that I
Incontinentia
made
makes
the
it
right
sound like
choice at
she's
this point.
incontinent, which means
Okay.
she
I've been
can't control
offered
her. Yeah.
money over
Your
the
bowel-
years
your bowel
to shield
Yes.
product constantly. Will you play our game? And
Oh,
we'll
boy,
pay
we've
you
heard
for
this.
paid advertisement. We'll pay
Biggest
you to play.
Dickus.
I
If I'm
won't
gonna
take
play a
money
game, it's gonna
from
be an honest
corporations. I'll take money
reaction
from
and opinion.
you.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I'll
gonna
take money
lie
from
to my
people who
audience and say that
don't
something is
need
good
to, who
just
don't
for
have a
the
lot of money to
paycheck.
give
I
away.
refuse to do it. I'm not going to do paid sponsored
Big ups,
content. I
Timo.
don't
It
stand
said
by that
4
kind
by
of content. I think
220.
it's garbage.
4 times 220
Okay.
DSP meals is 10.
There's
My
just many
math
things
is
that
correct.
I've been against
I
over
never
the years.
mathed
Tons
wrong.
of
I
things.
believe you.
That sounds about
I
right
could
to
have made
me.
it big. I could
Yep.
have gotten
I'm not
rich.
gonna
I could
question
have
it.
been 10 times bigger than I am now, but I refuse to do it.
No,
Oh,
you
yeah,
were
yeah,
10
yeah.
times bigger than you are now, but
Basically,
Yeah.
I'm a very
squandered it.
stubborn guy.
You squandered
right?
it. That's you're
I stay with
coping
my
now.
morals and values. I stick
yeah.
to
No,
my
you
guns
don't.
and my beliefs.
You
And a
have
lot
no
of people
morals.
just have decided not to do that. So, throw everything away.
Did he comment
'cause it
on
means
review
that you
text
can get
tattoo?
popular and you
Kind
can
of.
get rich.
yeah, he
And
No,
I've
he just said-
never ever done that.
anyway,
So that really
anyway.
makes me stand
Yeah,
out.
he got
from a
really
lot of people
irritated
who've been
and
doing
then
it
said
as,
anyway a lot.
on YouTube or Twitch or wherever. They just become these fake people. You
They're
know?
not.
Just there to make a
they've
paycheck. That's
improved
it.
their
They're not there.
lives.
There's no
Why aren't you
passion in what they
happy
do.
for them?
Well, actually, and you are the one who is the fake person, right? Like that's what you've done
Yes.
here.
Right.
For me, it's the
He
complete
is the
opposite. I
fake-ass
literally
bitch.
put up with all the online harassment and the crap I go through because I have
That you brought on yourself.
passion for what I do.
No, you
Even
don't
if it
though.
means that the
Oh my
entire
God.
internet can't understand how I'm just so
Says you
different.
were
And I won't just take
raised
the
right,
bag.
snood,
right?
never change, Uzi.
Well,
Thank you. I'll always
not like you.
recognize a Monty
I
Python
don't take the
joke in
easy
the
way
wild.
out.
Just don't worry
'cause I'm
about
not a
me.
simpleton.
You got a
Always.
Simpsons
That's
joke, you got a Monty Python joke, you hit me up
Always.
with it and I'll hit it for you. Knock it out of the park every time.
Bring out your gout.
Bring out your goat.
Bring out your pig roach. I'm
No,
just
we're not
so
getting the Subway
different.
nachos. We're doing the chocolate chip cookie.
Get the
foot
chocolate
long
chip
cookie.
cookie.
A cookie. Cookie.
Look, Alexander
T just did a
Oh,
$10 super chat. You should play
Sorry?
Among Us with fans sometimes. That'd be
Among
great
Us.
for a stream.
Among Us.
You know, now to be honest, I didn't even think about it. You know,
Yeah,
everyone
Why?
plays Among Us on PC. That was one of the things that I kind of held me
Yeah.
back from doing it. Was that I was always
Play
a
it.
console
It's actually
gamer.
a fun game.
If I
There's
did it,
no
you're
way
right. If
he's
I did
playing
play
Among
Among Us,
Us.
it would have to be with people
No.
I trust, like fans I know.
Such
as
as?
opposed to
Why?
open, you know, let just anyone in and then they just ruin it for
Why?
everyone. to
How would they
control or
ruin it for
whatever.
everybody, Phil?
I never
I
really
just wanna
thought
play
about
Among
it,
Us.
actually. You know, those kind of
Among
games I
Us.
don't really put thought
Among
into because I
Us.
just
Among Us.
the social games aren't something that I've ever really been into.
Because you
Oh,
don't
I
have
wonder
friends.
why. That might be.
But I guess it
Yeah.
would be possible
Would be.
if I set it up properly
Could
with
be.
people who I know I can trust.
Never in a million years.
But you know, it's much like everything. Like you notice, I don't play any co-op games usually. I don't play It Takes Two.
Ah.
I don't play Split. What's it called? Split.
Fiction.
Split fiction.
I can't remember what it's called now. Whatever the one that just came out from
Shut
the
up.
studio that made It Takes Two, right? I never play those games. I don't play
They're so
online
much
cooperative
fun.
shooters.
I-
Most of the
You
stuff
play
I
Street
see
Fighter.
is either
You play
competitive
Street Fighter.
multiplayer or
What?
single
That's
player.
multiplayer.
And you have,
Because,
yeah,
you
and
know,
you
like
have
Call of
friends that
Duty.
you invite to
It's
that
got
too.
liability of
So
some
Right.
idiot coming in and trying
Yeah,
to
one of
ruin it.
those
Split
idiots.
Fiction. That's what it's called. Thank you.
thank you, King
Gross
Ferbs.
I feels it. Dude talks about morals and values, but said, of course, Whitney would lie
Oh, no,
out of
I'm aware that there was a mod for
self-preservation.
Clear Obscure to fix the cutscenes.
Yeah.
Because he's the ultimate projectionist and
but I don't
Right.
really care.
only
I think
projects
the
what
cutscenes
he
are
would do
fine.
onto other people.
The
And that's why
graphics are good
everyone
enough
is out
that
to get him.
it doesn't really matter
Right.
that the cutscenes
And
drop in
someone,
frame rate.
who's in a line that, where they're supposed to uphold laws and morals and values. No, she's going to lie.
No, obviously.
If a Cowboy fan
Yeah.
right now, I want to do Q&A with the viewers because, I'm coming back from break.
Oh,
a lot of people have
no.
stuff to talk about. But if things slow down, maybe
so
we'll
that
watch some
doesn't count
trailers.
you, I guess. Wow.
Right. How did you take that? Oh my God! Stop asking him how he started streaming.
Ugh.
We know this. Yeah, the Lechero 220 video was very funny. Oh, I did see that. That was good.
Very good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to eat the whole foot-long cookie. Are you crazy? I'll have a little bit of it just to try it.
A
I'll probably
little-
save
The
it.
rest is going to my wife.
I'm not going to eat a
Yeah,
foot-long
she's
cookie
gonna
on stream.
she'll
I'm
eat
already
it real
getting
quick.
3 sandwiches.
Dude, you better not eat 3 sandwiches worth of food or 3 sandwiches on stream. I've
Yeah.
never even come close to having 2 sandwiches in a sitting from Subway. Are you kidding?
No.
Like,
That's insane.
and I've had a lot of Subway in my time, and a single sub is usually plenty for me. I don't think
yeah.
I've like maybe a bag of chips or something to go with it, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. 3 subs, he better be giving half those to the cat.
For real though.
Even then, a sub and a half, that's a lot, right?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
The dude said could play Split Fiction with his wife. Yeah, if she weren't dead.
True. Yes, but which
pretty sure
she
she's
is.
dead.
Which she is,
dead.
sadly.
That she's down the garbage disposal, boys. She's
She's
gone.
dead.
She's dead.
She's
It allows you
dead.
to hide the rune code with Among Us and its options. I figured there was a way to set it up private. I mean, can you imagine? How did any other streamer do it, right? Because those streamers have set up games where they're just
They have
exclusive
friends.
with other streamers and stuff. So I'm sure there's a way to privatize it.
Yeah.
Do it. You know what I mean? Have I ever played a Digimon game like Cyber Sleuth?
He's
No.
gay.
I
He's
hope not.
gay.
There was no
He's gay.
He's
He's
dead.
things
dead.
that got popular, like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff like that.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
But I never got
Like
into any of
feeling
it.
so
You know, it was
nostalgic
just
for the
Pokemon
Kino
for me.
arc.
Why?
Wasn't even that
Oh.
long
Because I
ago.
wasn't
It took
heavily
me a
into
year
competitive
ago,
Street
soon,
Fighter
in
at
a
that
few
time.
months.
No.
So I really
He's
wasn't
bald.
focused on playing a
He's
lot of
bald.
console video games. I wasn't focused on anything than really traveling and playing Street Fighter. Entry Mars 2 had a
Holy
better
thank
I
version
God.
really don't need
of
the history
CBS2
lesson.
than the Dreamcast,
Don't care.
and it had a
Oh my God,
had
he's
better
still doing
version of
it.
Third Strike as well.
Damn.
So yeah,
Apparently,
all right,
the
got some more
Subway
contributions.
footlong
We had a
cookie
Beeb
has
who did a
1,330
£1 super
calories.
chat.
That's a lot.
It's a
Well, yeah,
lot.
it's a cookie. It's a fucking cookie, a foot-long cookie. It'd be so much. Are you kidding?
101 grams of sugar.
That's a lot.
Holy fuck. Yeah, it's big. Big cookie.
Arr!
Tips off the port
And
bow.
100% British beef did a 10-pound super chat. Now, the pound is worth a lot more than a dollar.
Let's look at the. Remember when he said he wasn't going to do this?
Yeah.
It's worth 15. It's our biggest super chat of the day.
Tell me. Oh,
So
Indrid ACL Real said, as I ready for my much needed repair, I would like to wish you a very happy birthday. Sorry I gave out on you. I shall come back stronger than ever and help you on your journey to your goth bad boy, aka.
Yeah, that new ACL is going to let you wrap your legs around him extra firm. So I'm sure he'll enjoy that too.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
thank you to my
it is
ACL.
official.
Wow.
Thank
We're
you.
still on the podcast.
Whoa.
We haven't even booted up Clear
I would
Obscure
much rather
yet.
ski.
Wow.
And
You can do both.
we have hit our first support goal of the week.
Whoa.
Thank you all for supporting
Ow.
anyone else,
Wow.
but still being successful every single freaking stream. No matter
Oh
what
my
I'm
God.
playing, no matter
Not
what I'm
every
doing,
stream.
you guys are here. We hang out, have a great time, and you support me. I appreciate you so very,
What?
very much.
No.
We're heading towards
No,
our
I'm not
next
having
reward, a Red Robin later on in the
What?
week. The sooner
name's
we
This
go,
Robin?
is,
the
this
sooner
is
we try it.
manic,
I'm
dude.
excited for Subway today.
I don't
I-
like. We must have skipped a bunch of shit because I don't remember him getting this much. I guess because of all the fucking Argentinian memberships, he just
Yeah.
counted them fucking twice or something. That's a lot of money already.
Guys,
Right.
this is a possibility for a double gold stream. We
Double
can actually
gold.
get a second
Oh, boy.
goal by the end
Double
of Clear
gold
Obscure.
stream.
Double gold.
Around 4 p.m. Keep in mind, we are
Dissension-
doing DSP tries at Subway today, so this is an
I'll read that one.
extended
There's
stream
dead
that
air.
will go past.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Dissension said Phil gets 3 cookies, 3 cookie inches. Ket demands 9 per usual. That's right, because
Yeah.
she's fat.
That's right. She wants that. And you know it's got to be chocolate.
That's right.
Probably almost till
Because
5
Tyrone.
There
p.m.
you go.
Pacific time.
I got it.
Alexander says I should check out a game called Quarantine Zone: The Last Check. The demo goes live on the 26th. That's all.
Oh boy.
No? We're doing a rotisserie chicken. It's the new one, the hot honey chicken. And we're doing a cold cook combo.
Oh.
And I got the foot long cookie. So we're taste testing all of those today to see what's good. I played Max Payne 2. Yes, we played it back. Wait.
Wait, huh?
We didn't, did we?
God.
Now that I'm
We
thinking
did it,
about
did
it,
we?
this really- well, this is good because
You'll notice that I could have been responsible for my own income, but because of my morals and values, it's now the responsibility of my viewers, he said, without even a hint of irony or self-awareness.
That's absolutely
Fucking
correct, and that is true.
accurate.
Yes, I made a bunch of mistakes in my
Yeah.
life, and now you got to pay for it, please.
Right. Exactly.
Your support
Cat
this
and
morning.
Indrid are literally the same
25
size.
more bucks of
What?
support gets up to
Whoa.
188
Holy.
out of 300. That would be our
Rude.
second goal
I
of
don't
the
know if
stream.
that's
To get us
true.
closer to
I'll
Red
have to
Robin
see.
later in
It
the
ain't
week.
I've
That'd
seen
be
Indrid in
excellent.
person. I'll have to see Cat in person to tell you for sure.
Yeah.
Alexander said you should have got the meatball sub. I used to get those back in the day when Subway was good. Well, the thing is, that's another one I would have liked to
might be in
try.
hype.
And also, I
Still
would have
fucking
liked to
talking
try
about
either their
subs,
pastrami or their
man.
steak. But it's like, how many sandwiches can I
We
eat
haven't
in one
even
day?
gone off, like, the
This way,
break
I've got the
yet,
tuna
dude.
that used to be the classic my
Holy
mom used to
fucking
get.
shit,
The
dude.
cold cook combo, which is the classic my dad used to get.
Stop
and the
stop
chili
talking about it, please. Oh, I'm gonna scream.
Yeah, I'm just guzzling the
thank you.
juice.
That's what it's there
Okay,
for.
good. Dead air segment. Hold on.
Oh, it's quiet.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh.
You got the tuna because
No, the
it's
thing
his
is, on
mom's
July 4th,
sub.
Americans
Yeah, you get his
basically
mom's like
cook
Subway
out
order, which
and
was
have big
the
like
tuna.
parties. You know, they
Huh?
drink, they eat, they make barbecue.
We're talking about July 4th.
Kind of hard to
now.
watch a marathon stream when you're
Uh-huh.
doing that, right? Even
No.
me, like I used to get together with my friends and I used to go to barbecue parties and stuff on the 4th.
What
of July.
happened?
So, I don't know how
You gonna do that this year?
successful a marathon
Yeah.
would be on the 4th of July unless it's like heavily international viewers, right?
Well, it already is.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why you do this at the time that you do it every day.
Am I getting on Amusha
Right.
2? Here, let me put it this way.
Onimusha.
I am playing on Amusha 2 HD.
On a moosh.
I just don't know when. Originally, I said
It
yes,
just
I
went
was
on
going to
sale
do it
on
this Friday,
Steam.
but I don't know
saw.
how I'm
Yeah.
going to cram it in
30
because I
bucks.
have so many
I don't
games
know
going
how
on
I'm
right
gonna
now,
cram
which
it
is why
in.
I'm making a big
How
push
about
to
you
finish
make your
Doom
own
this week.
schedule?
If I can
You drop
complete
Sea of
Doom this
Stars,
week,
drop something else.
then maybe I'll play it. If not, maybe we'll hold off and we'll play
Why?
it soon, but at a future date when it makes
This
more
is what
sense.
people are
The
complaining
truth
about,
is, there's no
dude.
rush because it is an old game, right?
No? What are you doing?
Whoa.
Alexander says, is it worth it to buy Street Fighter 6 right now? I only played the second one back when I was a kid. If you're going to play it
Oh my
single
God.
player, If
if
you're
he
gonna play
just like
the
got
story or the big
fireworks
campaign,
and
we
lit
make your
them
own
in the
character,
office,
or if
That'd
you're
be
gonna
good.
play it offline
I
with
want
others,
that.
sure.
There's no
If you're
smoke
planning
alarm
to
in there
jump in and
either,
play it
so it's
online,
fine.
I'm gonna be honest with you. At this point, the
Squeezing
people
out
who
a
are still around playing
fireplace.
Street
That's what
Fighter
I
6
thought,
are
too. I
known
thought he
as
was
what
trying
is
to
called
sneak him out.
tryhards.
I
What
thought
that
he was
means is these are
pulling a
people
wedgie
who
initially.
get pleasure out of playing the game and basically dominating online.
That's
They have-
you, though. You constantly talk about how it's not fun unless you're winning.
Right. Isn't that the case with most games? You
Yeah.
dominate and then you feel like a fucking king.
I tend to enjoy things that I win, right? Or at least that I'm like at least
Yes.
improving at, right? But I
Yeah.
love winning. Who doesn't love winning?
Right. Who
Gone
doesn't?
online and
Seriously.
studied combos, strategies,
Oh God, please not
tutorial
again.
videos, the
Please.
meta of the game,
That's-
which means the high level gameplay of
That's
each character.
you!
They
It
have
is
memorized it,
you!
and sadly, this
Bro.
game is very easy to play.
God.
So you
Oh my
don't need a
God.
high skill level to jump into it at
Shut
that
the
level and
fuck
just kind
up.
of repeat the same patterns to win. So most people who are still playing this online at this point,
So it
Huh?
doesn't take skill to play. So you're going to use skill, which doesn't help.
Right.
That doesn't seem like
'Cause
that doesn't seem like a good strategy for me.
No, just forget the skill. Play it like a scrub. You'd be way
Point are just
happier.
people
Dissension,
who
you better answer
are
which
in it
race
to,
you play
to
very
win by any
carefully.
means necessary. They
Better
don't
hear- I
care
better
if
hear a
it's
good
fun or
answer.
fair.
Or-
They just do this nonsense over and
That
over.
is
It's very boring.
insane!
Oh my
And quite
lord.
frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if
What
the
the
first
fuck?
time you try to play the game online, someone
Whoa,
just
what
dominates
the-
you and destroys you.
I'll do it.
And you get
another
completely
call.
demoralized.
Here we go.
Sadly, that's the problem with playing a fighting game a couple years in these days, is because they're so easy to play that people who aren't even good at
Thank
fighting games
you.
can just memorize the patterns, practice it a
Congratulations,
little bit, and
everybody.
just
Enjoy your
kind of
brainworms.
dominate the game and suck. It makes it not as fun. But that's
Ah.
just how it is. So it has a lot of content. Street Fighter 6 has a ton of content when it comes to even offline single player.
What?
So
No,
I
it
do feel like
doesn't.
if you bought
It's
it,
a
That was a
fighting
good one.
game.
I'm sure it's like 20, 30
Yay.
bucks now, right?
It's literally
You'll
a
get
fighting
your
game.
money's worth out of it. There's enough in there. But
Uh-huh.
don't expect to be playing it online in any capacity and having fun unless you're going to dedicate a ton of
Stop
time yourself.
Being
You'll
such
have
a
to
fucking
actually
negative
study
bitch.
videos and tutorials and memorize stuff
I-
and
And
practice in
memorizing.
training mode. You can't just play it and have
He's
fun online.
so miserable.
That's what's happened with the FGC. They've become this whole try-hard mentality and they've taken the fun out.
That's
They
not true.
always well, yes, it is. They always have
Is
been.
it?
That's what being like a person who takes the game seriously means.
Well, they're having fun. Though,
Yeah, like
right?
it doesn't. It's fine. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Like they're enjoying it, and that's how you get better at fighting games. And then
Yeah.
you get better at fighting games. You compete with other people who are really good at fighting games, and then you do well at fighting games together. Like
If he would just take the time to like actually learn instead of saying, "Oh nope, I learned it all already.
Yeah.
I know everything."
I learned the fucking 20 years outdated version of it already. So I don't have to learn anything more. And quickly, I'm just gonna be quickly banning Dissension. He's a Zerg and Terran player, so that's enough
Uh-oh.
of that. I'm sick of
Uh-oh.
his trolls in the chat.
Oh.
Iwamoto guys. Yeah, wait. Do you already read that? I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Nope, I did not. Here, wait. Oh my God, there's two. Iwamoto said, "Guys, I really don't care to win in competitive games." Said no one ever. No one. Also, it says something about him that he can't beat a predictable pattern. Yeah, if he can't figure out the pattern and beat it, then, God damn it, it's just ridiculous, and it doesn't make any sense. And the pasta maker said, "Getting the sandwiches his parents used to get." Is this actually the Dave and Linda Memorial DSP tries
That's
it?
what I was
Whoa.
thinking too. That this is like
Oh.
instead of going to their funeral, I ate a sandwiches in their honor.
Yeah, big ups, mom and dad. You were real
Yeah,
ones.
yeah, and your sandwiches are good. You good taste in sandwiches.
Yeah. I'll never forget you.
No,
You get that? He says, yeah, I get that. I
fluctuating
get
miasma
called
is smart.
try hard.
Dissension and
Told to touch grass when playing party
and
animals.
Taro Adun.
I have 2,000 hours in the game. There you go. And that's pretty much every single person playing Street Fighter 6. So just to forewarn you.
Just
okay?
to forewarn you.
Ugh. I don't wish death on his parents. I think that's sad.
Yeah.
I don't want that for them. And I think it's just him.
But I think
that's
Doom is a Game of the
disgusting.
Year contender. I'll say this, I like
I
Doom
couldn't
at
agree
the
more,
Dark Age.
honestly.
Yeah.
The graphics
They
are
did their
great on my
best,
PC.
I think. I hope.
The
This
gameplay elements are
has to be a
sound.
big
They're getting more
suit.
interesting.
Has to
The more
be.
weapons
Can we
we
just
get.
go
but the
live?
one
I
thing
really
I
don't
don't
wanna, like,
like
sit
is that a
through
lot
it.
of
Let's
the
go live.
early
To be
weapons
honest.
actually
Yeah,
use
let's go
Because
live.
I kind of just
This
want to end it
sucks.
as soon as this ends.
Oh, whoa.
Well,
We're playing clips.
okay.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Wait, so did you just not do the
Uh,
end screen?
When was the
Yes?
last midnight release I
Oh.
went
Here
to?
it
I
is.
don't
Oh,
remember.
he did.
Jay-Z.
Okay,
I have
wow.
no
Let's just-
recollection
we'll just go here.
that day.
Yeah.
So I don't really know much about it besides what we saw. Like it was more
Ooh.
action-based
Oh.
gameplay, but played kind
Action.
of like it looked like Persona, right? All right, guys, it's time to end the show. Thank you for a great
Guys.
podcast. I hope that you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the very prominent early support before we even
Very
did the
prominent
game.
early support.
Remember, tomorrow there is
And
no
now we don't
podcast.
have to worry about the
I
goal,
will be
guys,
doing
except
like
for the
a
next
10,
one.
15-minute, hey, everyone, get ready for Doom. But then we're jumping right into Doom to try to get maximum gameplay.
Maximum.
Okay? So thank you guys for a very good
All right.
stream.
Okay. Well, Indrid, I hope this was a useful use of your time on your birthday.
Fuck it.
Another.
Where else would I want to be?
I hope this was another reminder of your mortality and that this is what you're spending your brief time on this earth on. Every day
I'm happy to be
we
here.
turn more and more to dust.
Stardust.
And no, regular dust. We're turning to ashes. We're decaying. Sorry.
What?
So, this is what we're doing now. So, everybody, once again, just send your best wishes to Indrid Cold. Make sure she's probably going to stream today, I bet, right? You're going to, no, you're probably going to be doing birthday stuff, right?
We're doing birthday stuff. I'm gonna tomorrow. All I've got planned. I want to do a really late night chill and kill with. I want to play more Last of Us. I just do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's gonna be really late night, like midnight Mountain Time.
Ooh,
like,
Rocket Mountain High. Okay.
Rocket Mountain Time.
Rocket Mountain Time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Give her the Rats birthday song. Ooh.
Rats. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So let's.
Before we do that, I appreciate super so much all the positivity, the crazy amounts of monetary support, guys. I'll have to do an Indrid Cold tries it or something soon. I just appreciate everybody making me laugh and being so sweet and positive. It means a lot.
I agree.
So,
yeah, thanks very much, everybody.
Yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you. What is this? I like it.
Rats, we are the rats.
It's really loud.
Michael.
That's
Cake
what
and ice cream. It's on its way.
Michael.
Open up your gifts while we all cheer. Rats.
Wow, we are cheer.
Rats. All right. Happy birthday. Bye, everybody.